What's up, everybody? Hello, hello. Hope you're all having a good 24th of December so far. Welcome to a little bit of a Christmas celebration stream. We're going to be live for a couple of hours. Hope you're all doing good. I did bring a hat, yeah. I did bring a hat. Well, I didn't bring it. We already had it. It's also not mine. It's a little tight because it's my fiance's, and her head is smaller than mine. But we're going to make it work. All right. Hello, Tenpai Advocate. Thank you for the 13 months. All right, you guys, let me tell you what we're doing today. We have a couple of cool things planned, actually. I think it's going to be a fun stream. And there's also going to be a lot of cool stuff for you guys. We're gonna do a little bit of a recap of all the things I've missed over the last couple of days while I was so focused on the Duelist Cup. Where so there's gonna be some Yu-Gi-Oh in today's stream, all right? Like it's not just gonna be like Christmas music and giveaway and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about Yu-Gi-Oh at least a little bit. You know, we've got new cards to look at. We've got a first look at the TCG exclusive archetype from the next set. We've got Alliance Insight cards to look at. We have an OCG Banlist to talk about that I didn't talk about over the weekend. So all kinds of fun things, or interesting things to look at, rather. Then we also have a little bit of a fun challenge planned where you guys submitted fun Yu-Gi-Oh videos over on my Discord, and we're doing a little try not to laugh thingy with it, which I've never done that, so we'll see how it goes, but it should be fun. It's just a little bit about enjoying ourselves today, right? And then I also have this full of presents that I've brought for you guys, which are most of it is like all kinds of stuff that I've won at tournaments that I just have been sitting on for a while. I haven't moved any of it, and I don't plan on selling any of it. There's some nice stuff in there. There's some, like, I'm talking like there's like the Master Duel Worlds playmat, the Rescue Rabbit plushie, and all that kind of stuff that I still have. I have an extra copy next to the one behind me. So all that stuff we're gonna give away later. So yeah, there's some nice things in there that you guys are gonna be able to win later. And I'll show it to you when we get to it. But there's a bunch of things. I've prepared 24 presents total, including also some card market vouchers that they send me to give to you for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. And then after that, on top of those 24 presents, we also have the cloud card grading giveaway later for the Joshua Schmidt graded cards. Which I'll show you in a little bit as well. So there's going to be 20 graded Joshua Schmidt cards as well. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to give away today, a lot of things to talk about. It should be good fun. I hope you enjoy it. At the end of the day, this is just supposed to be a little fun hangout session at the end of the year. It is not going to be the last stream of the year, just in case anyone's wondering. I'll be off for the next couple of days to just spend time with family and stuff. But we will have at least one more large end of the year stream, and probably just like a couple of other streams before the end of the year. But like we'll have a big end of 2024, you know, recap kind of stream where I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's been a automated post in the chat every couple minutes. I don't know exactly how often it's come up, but I've been having a survey run about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh over the last couple of days, and we already have over I can tell you we already have over 1,000 answers to the survey, so it's pretty cool actually. I think a lot of people have been taking part in it, So we have over 1,000 answers already, but we might get more. And the thing is, it was just a survey about like how you enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh in 2024, like what your favorite cards were, what your least favorite things were, and all that kind of stuff. And we're gonna put all that into a nice presentation form, and we're gonna have that on the in the end of the year stream as well. The survey, there's an automated chat thingy for it. I don't know if there's a command for it, but I can find out for you real quick if there is a command for it. Give me a second. I know I've made a timer for it that posts it every like 20 minutes or something, but I can also I can also post a link to you right now. Hold up. Let me just copy the thing and pin it. There you go. That's the thing. I'll pin it. And that should work. In case anyone wants to, in case anyone wants to still take part. But yeah, that's also going to be happening towards the end of the year at some point, which I think is going to be very interesting. All right. Can you play the remix for us since it's Christmas? Does it work at the moment? Let me check. We can. Hold up. It is not working. Damn it. All right, well. I'll fix it. I'll fix it for the new year, all right? Have you heard about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Lore anime news? I have, and we will also talk about that. I'm very excited about it. But first, I despise MathMech. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that username account. Very, very cool. Lemon YGO, thank you for the 3 months. Patty, thank you for the 5 gifties. Appreciate that a lot. Valorant, thank you for the gift sub. Euristia, thank you for the 4. Baron Picari, thank you for the 4. Kenya Green and the Rippa Effect, thank you for the subs. Appreciate all your support. All right. Why don't we start with our first discussion point of the day and then move down the line? The order that we're going to do today's things in, by the way, is we're going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! First. Then we're going to do the Try Not to Laugh. Then we're doing the Christmas giveaway and the Cloud Card Grading giveaway. That is the order of operations, in case anyone is wondering. And we'll just see how long it takes. I don't want it to take too long, because I do want to head over to my parents at some point, because we're spending the day together. But a couple of hours is fine. But yeah, that's basically the order of operations. The Rippa Effect, also thank you for the gift sub. Chicks Bro, thank you for the 31 months. Paradise, Fatman, and Freaky, thank you for all your support. Let us begin. The first thing on the agenda is the OCG Forbidden and Limited List update, which has some bangers on it, as well as some real weird decisions. As usual, it wouldn't be an OCG ban list without at least one decision that makes absolutely no sense. But there is some stuff on here that is worth talking about for sure. Let's go over the less exciting things first, I would say, and then move our way towards the more exciting things. Of course, this is not a blind reaction. This thing came out a couple of days ago, so everyone has seen it. I still wanted to jump in on it because I do think some of this stuff is interesting. The unlimits, as has been a trend with recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden and Limited lists, is probably the least exciting part here, which is a little bit unfortunate because they just bring some of these cards back slightly too late. Like, Pancratops to 3 is something that could have happened years ago, arguably, and we probably would have been able to play Pancratops in some formats, but now it's very late. And the same goes probably for Militias, Luster Pendulum. Pearly Delicious Memory is actually pretty good, so like that's worth mentioning, I suppose, as well as Branded Opening. Those are cards that are like interesting. But for the most part, the unlimits are all cards that definitely can and should be at 3, I think. Militias also is pretty good, but yeah. For the semi-limits, we have a very similar, I think, a very similar picture. All the things that are coming off the list, like everything that was limited here and goes from 1 to 2, is very unlikely to make a huge impact. I do think that, I mean, if you unhit enough Pendulum cards, then maybe eventually like a Performapal brew can come back. Masterpiece, whether that card is at 1, 2, or 3 doesn't really make a difference. The same probably goes for Morphing Jar. And the same also goes for, like, I think Zodiac Barrage also has, like, it's a good card, but I don't think it's a problem. Snatch Steal is, like, fine. But I think at this point we've established that all those take your opponent's monster cards are fine in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Realistically, the only semi-limit that I think matters here is the semi-limit of 7th Tachyon. At the same time, it's a very weird one in my opinion, because it's just like the second best Rhoda card in Ryziel. So it's like, okay. I mean, it's fine to put it to 2, but it's still a weird decision, I think, to hit Ryziel on that angle, right? Like, it's still like, okay, well, they still have, well, in the OCG, they still have 1 Bonfire. They still have 2 7th Tachyon. I'm pretty sure there's a card that also searches 7th Tachyon, right? Which is something that I don't think they played that before, right? So, like, they didn't play 6 copies of this card, even though there were 6 copies of it. So putting this to 2, if you wanted to, you could just play more of the 7th Ascension or whatever it's called, right? Some of them played both, but still, like, going from 6 to 5 is a very, it's almost meaningless, to be honest with you. Like, it's a very weird one in my opinion. Like, a lot of lists that I saw playing both of those cards, they were playing, like, not all 6 anyways. They play like 3-2, and if they play 3-2 before, now they can just switch it around if they want to, right? They can just play 2 7th Tachyon and 3 7th Extension, and it's like fine. And then the limits. We've got some pretty good limits here, actually. And then we've got one that stands out as exceptionally useless, but we'll talk about that, obviously. So I think it is worth noting that they're hitting Ryziel relatively hard by putting X to 1, in also considering the fact that Bonfire is also at 1. I think that is worth mentioning, because that basically makes hard opening X Ryziel, which in my opinion is the best Ryziel card. That I think is, at least main deck. Main deck wise, I think X Ryziel is definitely the best one, because it is, not only is it a 1-card combo on its own that does the perfect 1-card combos, but it also is the best extender and also doubles as a board breaker sometimes. So I do think it's fair to say that X Ryziel is the best Ryziel card. And I think the reason why I like this one as well is because Ryziel, at least in the current form in the TCG, Ryziel is a little bit of a grindy deck, right? Like, Ryziel does not always auto win on turn 1. And having no second copy of this on the follow-up turn, I think is pretty relevant. It's kind of like limiting, if you were to limit something like Sprite Blue or Sprite Jet, it would matter a lot of the times. Like, when they were limited in Master Duel, it would matter a lot when, like, it was turn 2 and you just didn't have another copy to go through because you were just missing that free card on the next turn. And I think that matters with X Ryziel a lot. Like, I've had games against Ryziel where it even mattered when they played Pot of Desires and they lost 1 copy of some of their cards, right? You can recycle it with Cross in certain scenarios, of course. However, in my experience, if the duo drive gets hand trapped, of course, the way that they won't have Cross unless they hard draw it, and then you know, the grind game gets significantly weaker. So this is the kind of limit that I actually like for a deck like Ryziel, because it not only hits their most broken starter, but it also does affect their grind game in a lot of ways. So I do think hitting X Ryziel to 1 is actually a pretty good choice. Other than that, Gold Shark and Allure of Darkness, I think fine. I understand it. I don't think it's my favorite way to hit Malice. I feel like in 2024, I was happy that Gold Sarcophagus and Allure of Darkness were coming off the ban list slowly, right? Like, Allure of Darkness has been at 3 for a while now, but Gold Sarcophagus is still at 1 in some formats. Other formats have started putting it to 2. And I'm like, I was a fan of that. I don't think Gold Sarcophagus is too powerful of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I think if you realize Malice is this strong, I don't think you should put Gold Sarcophagus back to 1. I think you should put other, like, you should hit Malice cards directly, like they did with Ryziel. I don't know exactly why they're so opposed to hitting the Malice cards directly instead of just doing this, but it's not a bad decision. I just think it could have been done better. Hitting Malice, that is. But okay. And then we have Gozen Match, which I'm obviously on board with, unless it was banned. But I'm pretty sure it was at 2. I think it went 2-2 recently. So yeah. Cyberjar has been legal in the TCG and did nothing, so that card is fine. And here's the weird one, right? Here's the weird one, and that's obviously Artifact Scythe. Like, can someone please enlighten me? Why on earth did they limit Artifact Scythe? A card that if you had the statistics, which they might have statistics from Neuron or something like that. Artifact Scythe, I would guess like 99.9% is a one-of anyways. There just cannot be a logical reason to limit Artifact Scythe. That is just, for everyone, I feel bad for everyone in the OCG who's been suffering from getting Scythe locked over and over and over again this past format. Looking at this, I can't even imagine how you're feeling about that. Like, it must be so frustrating to get Scythe locked and be so sick of Scythe lock, and then you see this card on the Banlist update and you're like, they finally hit it, and then you realize it's just limited. It's limited. And I don't know. That makes no sense to me. It's because of 3v3. So do they have a tournament where they have like a shared card pool for 3v3? I guess that would give it at least a little bit of sense. A little bit. I still think that's still not enough. Because okay, even if that's your explanation, even if that is your explanation, then I would still say to that, well, yeah, okay, but the card still needs to be banned. Like that is not a justification for leaving Artifact Scythe legal, which is one of the most toxic cards in existence. Like, that card's been banned for us forever. Anyways. Here's one positive thing though, which like here's one of the few things that the OCG now has over the TCG, which is that they banned Dweller, which is something that people have only been, I mean, you got to give it to them, but this is something that people have only been asking for 9 years or something. I don't know exactly when did people start calling for a Dweller ban? I don't know. It's been a while though. It's been a while. It's probably been since Mermail, since that card came out. Like, that card came out in like 2012. And even during freaking Mermail format, people were probably already pissed at Abyss Dweller. But yeah, here we are a decade later. And it's now banned in the OCG. Very good decision. Yeah, I just wish we did more of this faster, right? Like, I think some of these moves are like saying like, yeah, we recognize that lingering floodgates like Dweller and Scythe are a problem. We also recognize that continuous floodgates like Gozen Match are a problem, but we are still hesitant on going all the way with them. Right? Like, Dweller is getting banned, but why is Scythe only getting limited? You know, it's awkward, but I mean, the Dweller hit on its own, I'm a big fan of. It makes me hopeful that we also get it during Ryziel format. The ban on Dweller, but yeah. The only other thing that I think is worth mentioning for this entire thing that I think is a little bit of a bummer as well is the fact that Max C did not go further. Like, the last list, it went from 3 to 2, and it hasn't moved further, which I think is sad. I was hoping for more. At least it didn't go back to 3. I suppose they didn't revert on it, is the only positive thing to say about it. But overall, I I don't know. I would like to hear the perspective of an OCG player on this one. I think overall this list is okay. It wouldn't really be an OCG ban list if there wasn't at least some disappointing stuff on it, I think. I think the Ryziel hit is solid. I think the Dweller ban and Gozen match hit is solid. I think the Malice hits are understandable, but not sufficient. Everything else is kind of meh or straight up weird. So that's how I feel about it. But if anyone is from the OCG and feels differently or feels the same way, feel free to tell me. Oh yeah. You guys know if Tenpai is hit already on his lit ban list? Tenpai is hit pretty harsh in the OCG as well, yeah. It was, I think it's 1 Chundra, 1 Hyman? Oh no, they have 3 Kaiman. Ah, they have 1 field spell, 1 Chundra, right? So it's a little more powerful than it is for us, but it's still pretty hit. Oh, 1 Pydra as well. Okay. Is it really 1 Pydra? When did they hit Pydra? Well, anyways, it's people don't really play Tenpai over there right now, so it must be they have significant hits. It's just 1 field spell, 1 Chundra. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So they still have the 3 Kaimans. So they actually hit Tenpai harder for us, which is I'm happy about that. But yeah. But yeah, that's the things that are happening in OCG land right now with the ban list, which I think is okay. You know, there's definitely been worse OCG ban list than this, but there's also been better, and this one is kind of just like average. I will say I think hitting Ryziel relatively hard. The deck remains playable, but like this is a relatively hard hit for Ryziel, and I think that's a good thing because in the past they've been struggling to hit things in like a appropriate time frame. They've been letting stuff like Tearlaments run rampant for way too long, so I feel like hitting Ryziel in an appropriate time is a good thing. But yeah. All right. Other things to talk about. We have the Mitsurugi archetype for Supreme Darkness, which is our new TCG exclusive archetype following the Mimighouls. And I have not read these yet. They were revealed over the weekend, but I have not looked at these yet. So the only thing I've seen is that their names are something to pronounce. I cannot wait for the DB grinder or pack first videos on these. All right, it's a ritual archetype, which I'm gonna be honest with you, that does not give me the biggest hope. The artworks look dope though, but I will not be fooled into coping on another TCG exclusive archetype before I see the full 2 waves. There's nothing you can do to have me cope on a ritual TCG exclusive archetype. All right, I will never cope on these again like I did with Libromancers or something like that. There's no shot. You have lost my trust, but I will read them anyways. We have Mitsurugi no Mikoto Kusanagi, which is the one on the left here, which is a dark reptile effect monster. It seems to be a reptile archetype. 1600 attack, 400 defense. If this card is normal or special summoned, or if it's tributed, you can target a Mitsurugi card in your graveyard or banishment, except itself, added to the hand. If another reptile monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you contribute this card instead. You can only use each effect once per turn. All right, right off the bat, we're being hit with a mediocre card. Sick. Card does nothing on its own. Card adds from grave or banishment, which I guess is cool for like follow-up and grind game, but besides that, it almost has no purpose. We have Mitsurugi no Mikoto. Oh, they all have the same like name in the first part of the name. Okay, so this one's Saji. Level 4 Dark Reptile. If this card is normal or special, or if it's tributed, you can add a Mitsurugi spell trap from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's solid. If another reptile monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can tribute this card instead. You can only use each effect once per turn. All right, this one is better because it's a starter and also a good tribute fodder because it adds from the deck. The rule of thumb, I think, for modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards is if the only thing they provide, if the only thing that a card provides is follow-up or add back, like recursion, it's probably not good enough. That is just where we are in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like, is that cards that provide follow-up need to have like another purpose. They need to be useful in the beginning of the game rather than just on the follow-up turns, right? Because with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, most cards have like once per turns attached to them anyways. So when you add a card back from the grave or banished on the first turn, it'll probably not be very useful. And that's why most of the time cards that say like, oh, you can add a card back from the graveyard, if that's the only thing they do, they're probably not good. Most of the time you need these cards to come with like a first effect that's useful on the first turn, and then like the second effect is good for the follow-up. That's how you make these cards like good, right? Like kind of like think of a card like the first one I'm thinking of that has those two qualities to it is like Despian Tragedy, right? Like Despian Tragedy's second effect that resets a branded spell trap from the graveyard is a good effect, but if that was the only effect on the card would probably not see any use, because most of the time on the first turn of the game you would use the first effect to search like Aluber. And then on the follow-up turn, it'd be really nice to have Tragedy in the graveyard to reset your branded fusion, for example, right? Of course, I know that there's some scenarios where you send it to the graveyard and then reset your branded fusion on the first turn because you sent it with like Albion or something. But like 90% of the time or more, you're using the search effect and then use the other one for follow-up, and that's why it's a good card, because it brings that combination. All right. We have the first ritual on the left here, which appears to be an ultra rare from the name lettering, which is Ame no Murakumo no Mitsurugi. All right, sick. Level 8 Dark Reptile Ritual Effect monster. You can ritual summon this card with Mitsurugi Ritual. Well, if that isn't the most creative name for a ritual spell I've ever seen. If this card is special summoned, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can activate this effect. Your opponent can discard a card or that effect is negated. Destroy all monsters when your opponent activates a card. Okay. If this card is tributed, you can add a Mitsurugi card from your deck to your hand. Then you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect of once per turn. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I understand it is that if you tribute this, you always add, but you can only special it back if it was on the field successfully summoned, right? Like if you tribute it from your hand, for example, for another ritual summon, you can't bring it back because it wasn't properly summoned beforehand. Okay, yeah. I do think, just from a conceptual standpoint, that this card is cool. I feel like this card creates cool interactions. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's super good, though. But like the fact that you can ritual summon this Raigeki your opponent, that's already okay. And then it also has a kind of cool interactive effect. Like the reason why this is like a way that they could make negations that are fine, in my opinion, because this is a negation that your opponent can prevent. Like there's a built-in clause here that makes it not just an omni negate, right? Because if your opponent just has a card in hand that they can spare, then it's not actually an omni negate, right? But it will always cost your opponent a card. It's just the difference between this and a straight up omni negate is with this effect, your opponent basically chooses which cards it costs them. Like they will always lose a card. But if you have an omni negate like Baron de Fleur, you choose the card. If this effect is in place, then your opponent chooses the card, which I think they both have the same like trait to it. They both cost your opponent a card, but the fact that your opponent gets to choose the card makes it way more fair, in my opinion. And I think that's cool. I think that's a cool take on omni negates. In some form. Obviously, it's way worse. It's way worse than a straight up Omni Negate, but it's conceptually, I like it. I think this is where Omni Negates probably should be. Like, I think it's hard to argue that Omni Negates are a little too powerful, but yeah. The second effect is a nice bonus, I think, because this means that it's not only something that you would want to summon, but it is also something that functions as a good tribute for other ritual summons, right? Thank you for the 32 Farvam. Yeah, so this is not only something you would summon, you can also tribute it, and if you tribute it from the field, it even comes back. I think this is a sound concept of a card, you know? Like, it's not broken or anything, but I can get behind this. It's a cool card. And then we have the other one, which is Futsu no Mitama no Mitsurugi. Level 8 Dark Reptile. You can ritual summon this card with Mitsurugi Ritual if your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step. You can target a reptile monster in your graveyard, except another Futsu, special summon it. You can only activate this effect once per chain. If this card is tributed, you can add a Mitsurugi card from your deck to your hand, except Futsu, then you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. All right, so this reminds me of the this is like a weaker version of that Ice Barrier synchro, right? What's the name? Lancia? I think Lancia is the one, right? That, like, whenever your opponent summons, you can bring out an Ice Barrier monster up to like twice or three times per turn, right? The difference between the two is that the Lancia one summons floodgates, right? Twice per turn. The Lancia, the Ice Barrier deck is like full of all kinds of different floodgates. So the Lancia is like way more broken. The way, okay, and then we'll read the spell traps in a moment, but just from the monsters in the first wave, the way I envision this deck in my head, all right, is like what you're trying to do, I suppose, is like you're trying to summon one of these two on the first turn, and then you try to tribute it to ritual summon the other one. It doesn't actually matter which one you summon first, right? You summon one of them, you tribute it to summon the other one, and then the first one comes back. So you can relatively easily establish both on the board, right? Because you tribute one for the other and it comes back. And then you have both of them on the board, which this one can make your opponent discard, and this one, whenever your opponent does special summon, you get one of these two back, which they both protect the big ones from destruction, right? That's kind of like how these two function. Then we have Mitsurugi Prayers, which is a quick play spell card. When you activate this card, you can also tribute a reptile monster in your hand or field. Apply one of these effects, or if you tributed a monster at activation, you can apply both effects in sequence. Add a Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand. Take 800 damage, then you can special summon a Mitsurugi from your hand or graveyard, but it cannot attack directly. You can activate only one prayers per turn. Okay. That's a pretty good card in multiple ways. Because it is a quick play spell, that card allows you to dodge effect negation on your Mitsurugis or reptiles in general. The cool thing about this is that if it only had this, like, look, if we only had this text on the card, add a Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand, it would already be a good card. Everything else is bonus. Everything else is bonus because a spell card, a quick play spell card that adds one of your monsters is already a phenomenal card, right? Everything else is just a bonus. The bonus that we have here is we can also dodge imperms with it. We can also tribute our reptiles, which all have an effect that can activate if they're tributed, right? So none of these is like a bad tribute per se. And then we can also special summon one from hand or graveyard, which I believe could also, it can be the one that you tribute, right? Like if I tribute Mitsurugi Saji for this thing to get both effects, I can immediately revive it, right? So it's also just functionally an extender because you can, like, it was in your hand beforehand, so and then you tribute it and bring it back from the graveyard, so you essentially summoned it from your hand, right? Like you got it out of your hand onto the field. So like it can be a Rhoda plus a summon from hand, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good card. I don't know how I feel about the fact that it randomly just has you take 800 damage, which I don't know why this is necessary. This is not really like a cost or anything like that. This is not a real thing. But like, why do we take 800 damage? Why does it randomly have like a card that makes you lose in time? I don't know, but okay. Well, other than that, that's a pretty good card. Mitsurugi Ritual spell card. This card can be used to ritual summon any reptile ritual monster. Okay, for my context, is there any other reptile rituals worth mentioning that I need to evaluate this archetype? Like, is there anything else that I need to be aware of, or is it mostly just, okay, it's just these. All right. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect once per turn. You can either ritual summon a reptile ritual from your deck by tributing reptile monsters from your hand or field whose total level equal the level of the ritual monster. Okay, equal, not exceed. That's important. Equal means it has to be exactly, what are these, 8? Exactly 8, okay. Or ritual summon a reptile ritual from your hand by tributing up to 2 reptile monsters from your hand, deck, or field whose total level, okay. Okay, here is the what's it called? Here's the way that this deck cheats the ritual mechanic, all right? Because another thing in the year of 2024 is that no ritual deck still actually performs real ritual summons anymore. Otherwise, they're just not viable. Because the ritual mechanic, like at its core, is just bad, right? So you always have to find a way to like cheat the system so that you can still print blue cards, but they don't actually ritual, right? Because like this thing is like branded fusion, you know? So the cool thing about this card, and this is not a critique, by the way, because I think that's fine. That's a fine thing to do, because otherwise you will just never make viable rituals anymore. Like, that's okay, right? That's fine in my book. So here's the cool thing about this is that this card is not once per turn, right? You can play 2 copies of Mitsurugi Ritual in a turn. You just have to do 2 different things, right? So you're gonna ritual summon a reptile ritual from your deck by tributing reptiles that you have, or you're gonna summon a reptile ritual from your hand by tributing the monsters from the deck. That's pretty good. And that also, I mean, that's pretty strong. Straight up, that's pretty good. Now, the thing here, the caveat, is that you still need multiple cards to perform a ritual summon. It's just, instead of at least 3 cards, you need 2. Because you're going to need the ritual plus the ritual monster, or you're going to need the ritual plus the tribute fodder. The third thing in the equation, the third missing piece, that can be somewhere in your deck, right? Which is pretty good. It is pretty good. But you still need access to 2 cards. It's still not going to be a 1-card thingy. The second effect isn't ashable. That is a question that I don't feel comfortable answering. I don't know. Would tributing from the deck be considered as sending them to the graveyard from the deck? I don't think so. I think because it's worded tribute, but maybe it is. I'm not sure. Like, I think Garunix cannot be ashed. Oh yeah, Garunix just says destroy from your deck, and that can't be ashed, right? So if that cannot be ashed, then this also should not be able to be ashed, I think. Yeah, I think you cannot ash the second effect. The first one, you can, because you are ritual summoning a monster from your deck. You're special summoning a monster from your deck. So if you're using the first effect, you can definitely get ashed. The second one, I don't think so. And then we have Mitsurugi Great Purification. It wouldn't be a TCG exclusive archetype without a trap card. Now, it's probably ass, but we'll see. We'll read it anyways. When your opponent activates a card or effect, tribute a level 5 or higher reptile monster, negate that effect, and if you do destroy that card, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target a reptile in your grave, special summon it, and if you do tribute another monster you control, you can only use 1 effect per turn, only once that turn. Alright, so that is an Omni Negate trap card that also gives you some follow-up effect, which is better than I anticipated, but this is still like at max a 1-of if you can search it. Which you can, right? Some of them search a Mitsurugi. This one straight up searches a Mitsurugi card. Yeah. So you have a searchable Omni Negate that is a normal trap and not a counter trap, but okay. Why not a counter trap? Maybe I'm gonna cut him some slack. Maybe it's a normal trap and not a counter trap to allow for some sort of counterplay, so that you can respond to it and maybe do something about it, right? Like maybe. All right, so that's Mitsurugi. I look, like I said, I'm not gonna cope on these. From what I'm seeing here, it's a cool concept. I like it. I'm a fan of rituals when they're done in a cool way. I've always been a fan of the ritual mechanic. This is not enough, right? You only have 2 main deck monsters because the rituals are like your boss monsters that you're supposed to summon, but like this is not enough. This is not enough engine to even play the deck. Another thing worth noting is that making them level 8 is a significant downgrade because they can't use a card like Preparation of Rituals, or what's it called? Preparation of Rites. That card is one of the best ritual support cards because it's a searcher and it can also go +1 by adding a ritual spell from the graveyard. If this deck could use that, it'd be really nice, but it can't because they're level 8 and that card searches, I think, level 7 or lower. So like making them level 6 or 7 would have been way better. But still, fine. I think it's a cool concept, cool artworks. I don't mind it. We'll wait and see if it gets better, right? Can't use both preps? Yeah, they can also not use pre-preparation of rites because the ritual thing does not mention the monsters. So, yeah. All right. Quick toilet break, and then we'll do the Alliance Insight cards because we have a couple of other things to look at. Give me a second. All right. Scatters. Hey, you got a full screen of scatters, but only on the small chat box. But that's worth something. All right. Now that is all we have for Supreme Darkness. Will the survey reviews be a YouTube video? Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure yes. As long as the results are interesting, but I think they will be. So yes, I am planning on making that a YouTube video. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have a bunch of Alliance Insight news. Which Alliance Insight is the set after Supreme Darkness, which is coming out in the OCG soon-ish. I don't know exactly what the release date is in the OCG, but we have another. We'll go least exciting one first, at least for me personally. I do think it's quite cool though. But this is the new the last quarter century celebration like monster. After Dragon of Pride and Soul, and I already forgot what the other one was. But yeah, the 25th anniversary is coming to an end. Surely at some point. So yeah, we have Dragon Master Lord, which is a dragon with 5,000 attack, 5,000 defense, rank 12 exceed monster. This exceed summon card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. If this card attacks a defense position monster while you have 25 or more cards in your grave, inflict double piercing. Once per turn, if your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard, you can detach a material, special summon a monster from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard. I think it is worth noting that this is like out of all of those celebration cards this is unironically the one that has like the smallest like the biggest chance of being playable. It's still a small chance, but like 5,000 untargetable, maybe, you know, it's not a brick in your main deck. So like if you're I don't know, Centurion, and you're playing it, there's like maybe there's a matchup where you know that they just can't out it because it can't be targeted and it can't be destroyed by card effects. So like, you know, there's like a small chance I put that in my extra deck just in case, you know, I want to overlay 2 level 12 synchros in a matchup where I know they can't out it because all they have is like targeting negate. Targeting removal, and it's like, okay, well, you know, summon it. The second and third effect, obviously, you're never gonna get, but like, it looks cool. That's all it really needs to do, right? That's what it's here for. It's supposed to be a cool celebration kind of card, and I think it does look dope. And yeah, that's about it. But there's like, this one has a small chance to be used. Next up, we have Ancient Fairy Dragon support. Ancient Fairy Dragon is apparently becoming an archetype. You know, so far, I think it was only Ancient Fairy Dragon and Ancient Pixie Dragon. But now they're getting more cards. And I think these are also like, I think these are also, there was already a wave of like stuff that has to do with this, even though it didn't mention Ancient Fairy Dragon, I think, but we'll see. We have Regulus the Fairy Beast. It was that weird field spell that we read, yeah. Level 4 Light Beast effect monster. This is a retrain of a very old card as well, Regulus. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special, you can add a spell trap that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. During your main phase, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Light Beast, Plant, or Fairy from your hand in defense position. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a field spell in your grave, place it on the bottom of the card of the deck, then draw a card. Now, this card overall, this is a great card. This is a great card. It adds a card on summon. It specials a monster from your hand, and when it's in the graveyard, it recycles a field spell to draw another card. This is a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh card. You know, this is a pretty good card. Does a lot of things in just one place. And then we have a retrain of Spore, which I didn't even know Spore was like had anything to do with Ancient Fairy Dragon. I personally did not know that, but I also haven't watched 5Ds. I'm sure to everyone who's watched 5Ds, this makes a lot of sense. Level 1 Light Plant Tuner Effect Monster. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can increase its level by up to the number of monsters you control. So this is very flexible in terms of its level, right? It can be level 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. If this card is in your graveyard and you control Ancient Fairy Dragon or a Light Beast, Plant, or Fairy monster, you can special summon this card. Also, you cannot special from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except Synchro monsters. I can think of a Light Fairy monster. Who in chat right now can tell me which Light Fairy monster I'm thinking of? Scythe is a funny answer. Scythe is a very funny answer. No, obviously the answer was Hugin. Obviously the answer was Hugin. So what I'm seeing here is a discard for Hugin that I can just bring back from the graveyard and make it any level tuner I want if I discard it for Hugin. Now it's gonna lock me into synchros, which is a little odd, but hey, I'm just saying. Kuribon the Fairy Spirit, level 1 Light Fairy Effect Monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control Ancient Fairy Dragon or a Light Beast, Plant, or Fairy, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, it's treated as a tuner. If another monster you control that is Ancient Fairy Dragon or mentions it would be destroyed by card effect, you can return this card to the hand instead. So this is not as good of a card, but like not terrible either. It's just a free extender, quote unquote, as a tuner, which is not bad. The shame is that the protection only works if it's on the field, the way I understand it. Like, it's not like from the graveyard you can return it. But it is cool. And then we have Ancient Fairy Life Dragon, level 8 Light Dragon Synchro Effect Monster. Materials, a tuner and a non-tuner, so generic. You can only use the first effect once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can draw a card, or if the World of Spirits is on the field, add a Light Beast, Plant, Fairy, or an Eternal Sunshine from your deck to your hand instead. Your Ancient Fairy Dragon and monsters that mention it can attack while in face-up defense position. If you do, apply their defense for damage calculation. Now, hey, I like cards that draw cards on summon. I've been using those. That's cool. Let me read World of Spirits first. Field spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can only activate the second and third effect of this card's name while you control a level 7 or higher Light Dragon Synchro. When this card resolves, you can add a monster that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. Each time a monster is special summoned in attack position, change it to defense position. Once per turn during the end phase, destroy all the turn player's attack position monsters. I think this is a very good field spell. I think this is a very good field spell. Not just like, okay, once again, we are talking about a card that, if it has this text, is already good, right? Any Yu-Gi-Oh card that just adds another card on activation is a good card. The reason why I think this is like even better is the second effect can be kind of annoying sometimes for certain decks. But even more importantly, this is a good board breaker. If you play this deck and you, like, I don't know, Dark Ruler your opponent or something, and you don't have the means to get rid of all their stuff or whatever, you can just go to the end phase and all the things that they summon in attack position are just gonna die. Oh no, turn players, never mind. Oh, it's so much worse than I thought. I didn't read properly. My bad. Turn player. Okay, that's much worse. That's much worse. I got excited for nothing. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, it's still good that it adds. I just thought it was much better than it was. I thought it was much better than it was, but sure. Okay. It's still annoying sometimes, right? Because like in a grind game, if like your opponent just can't kill you, it's much harder to establish a board, right? Especially if they're playing Link monsters. It's just harder to establish a board when like this card is on the field. It just means that you have to out it as well. And if you can't do that, then you can't make a board with Link monsters. which is good. All right. So, and this also makes it so that this guy searches a monster, right? Because on summon, it adds a spell trap, but it can add a spell that searches all of the monsters. So this card becomes a 1-card synchro, basically. Like, if this thing, basically very easy sequence, you go normal summon Regulus, add World of Spirits, activate World of Spirits, add the new Spore, and then you can use Regulus' second effect to special summon the Spore from your hand. Then you can make the Spore level 3, because it's level 1 and you have 2 monsters. So it becomes level 3. That's an instant Ancient Fairy Dragon. And that Ancient Fairy Dragon can pop the World of Spirits to search any field spell in your deck. And then the Regulus can also put the World of Spirits from the graveyard to the bottom to draw a card. So off of 1 Regulus, you get an Ancient Fairy Dragon, any field spell, a draw, and that Ancient Fairy Dragon can still summon something from your hand, right? So not bad. That's not bad. And the Spore comes back. The Spore comes back, and you can make any level 8 synchro. You could also just make Ancient Fairy Life Dragon if you wanted to draw another card. Right? Look, that's not bad. That really is not that bad. And then we have Eternal Sunshine, which is a continuous trap card. You can only use the second effect. You can only use the second effect of this card's name a number of times per turn, up to the number of cards you control that are Ancient Fairy Dragon or monsters that mention it. Monsters you control gain 500 defense for each Ancient Fairy Dragon and each monster that mentions it you control. Once per chain, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Its current attack and defense become halved. Also, its effects are negated. Okay, so this is like a... If you wouldn't get this for free, you wouldn't play it. I don't think. But it's not a bad card because you can search it for free with the level 8 synchro here. It searches Eternal Sunshine. It's not a bad endboard piece necessarily, right? But it is... Yeah, it can also negate in damage step because it affects attack and defense. That's a lot of imperms. I mean, it depends, right? Like, I don't know how many of these guys you're really going to end on. I think it's hard to imagine you're ending on more than 2. Right? You probably end on 1 or 2 Ancient Fairy cards, and then you have 1 or 2 monster negates, which is... But it's each turn, right? These cards are not bad. These cards are not bad. They're not like broken. I've definitely seen better, but it's not an unplayable like engine. I could see this being used somewhere. That's cool. All right. So that's Ancient Fairy Dragon support in Alliance Insight. Then we have Revive the Golden City with new Eldritch support. I preferred if we left the Golden City where it was. I don't know, but to be fair to all the Eldritch enjoyers, I actually don't think I think the Eldritch cards are cool. I do think the Eldritch cards are cool. I just felt like, you know, they've always been paired with Floodgates, but that's a different story, of course. Look, if I'm telling you guys that with Runic, the Floodgates are the problem, the same also applies to Eldritch. So just to be fair here, I think the Eldritch cards are cool. I do think the Eldritch cards are pretty, like, grindy and all that. I actually do like the concept of the Eldritch cards. So if they just banned the Floodgates, it'd be all good. We have Angel Kaido of the Golden Land. Level 10 Dark Zombie Fusion Effect monster. Materials, Eldritch the Golden Lord plus any zombie monster. Must be fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by tributing a light zombie monster while you have Eldritch the Golden Lord on your field or in your graveyard, and only once per turn. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon an Eldritch monster from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard. Oh, extra deck. So, what level is the Golden Lord? I forgot. Is Golden Lord 10 or 11? I felt like it was 11. Is it 10? It's 10. Okay. So you can make rank 10s with this, right? Because you don't have to tribute the Golden Lord. If you have the Golden Lord and one of the trap cards on the field, right? You can tribute the trap card, which is good in multiple ways because you want the trap card to go to the graveyard so you can use its search effect. And you get a free level 10 body that you can turn into like Varudras. Plus, if you leave it on the field and it goes to the graveyard, you can even tutor out an Eldritch monster from deck. This is a good support card. This is very nice. This is pretty good. Yeah, very good. It's basically a Link 1 for the trap monsters for Eldritch, which is pretty good. Right? But you don't have to. You don't want to use it as thing. Yeah, but you can also link with it, right? If you're not locked out of the extra deck, you can also just make SP, for example, and then this will also trigger. Right? Raw I'm a Dinosaur, thank you for the 10 gifties. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. D-Stein, thank you for the 28 months. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Valorant, thank you for the 3. Appreciate the support, everybody. This is pretty good. All right, and then we have Elixir of the Exalted Golden Land, continuous trap card. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. Pay 800 life points, then activate one of these effects. Special summon this card as a normal monster. It is also still a trap. Then, if you control Eldritch the Golden Lord, you can return a monster on the field to the hand. Or set one of your banished Golden Lands trap card. Hold up. We've got 2 more gifties from Valorant, and we've got 10 from Starkle. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate the Christmas presents. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. This card is phenomenal, no? So here's the thing, right? What I like about this card is that you activate it as a continuous trap card, and then it's your choice when you basically pop off and summon it, or like, because this card gives you infinite recursion, and I think this is something that the Eldritch cards like were lacking, because all of the Eldritch cards banished themselves to get you new cards, right? So like you banish them to get another one, and one real like thing against Eldritch, at least in the games where they didn't just floodgate you, right, was running them out of specific ones of their cards, right? Like eventually they would run out of Sanguine, or they could run out of the Conquistador, which is the one that pops a card, right? Or Huaquero, which is the one that banishes from the graveyard. Like it was a real thing that Eldritch sometimes ran into, like running out of those cards because they were banished and the deck didn't have a way to get them back from the banished pile. So having this now, where you just activate it and every single turn you can just reset your banished trap cards, is really good. But if at any point you need the card to be an interruption, it can be, right? Like you can just summon it out and return a monster, which at that point you lose the ability to set. Like you can't set anymore because the card is gone from your continuous trap zone, because now it's a monster. But it's still like very good. It's also a level 10, yeah. Okay, so just 2 new Eldritch cards, but I feel like this is a big deal. So this one is also a Golden Land, so it's also searchable, right? There's the elixirs. What was it? The elixirs search the Golden Lands or something. Wait, is this both? I'm confused. Isn't it like, wasn't it either elixirs or Golden Lands beforehand? Oh, and this is just both. Oh, wait, that's even better. I didn't even realize that that's even better, because that means both of them can search it. It's also a good rabbit target. Oh yeah, I guess if you can turn the Eldritch deck into a little bit more like of a like a deck that's less reliant on floodgates, but more on actually like winning the game in a normal way, you could make rabbit. Well, it's pretty good. These are cool. I like those. Good cards. Life Twin support. Now, this one I have already seen, but I still really wanted to talk about it. So here we go. Life Twin Lila Suite. A dark spellcaster level 2. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your Life Twin card, you can discard this card, negate that opponent's effect. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a Kissy Kill monster, you can special summon this card, but you cannot special summon from the extra deck while you control this monster, except Fiends. This card is good, but I don't think it's particularly broken because it's going to be a weird, mediocre draw. It's kind of like a better version of Lila Treat. Because if you are familiar with Life Twins, right? Like the way Life Twins are played, you're using the Lila and the Kissy Kill as your starters, and then you play like for Kissy Kill, there was also a Kissy Kill Frost, which the effect of Kissy Kill Frost was fine. Like it was good. It's the one that you can banish from the graveyard to draw an extra card. That one was played sometimes, but it was always a mediocre draw. Lila Treat, I don't even know what Lila Treat's secondary effect was because it was so bad. Like Lila Treat was basically unplayable. This one is a better replacement for Lila Treat. So that way, when you start with Kissy Kill, you can summon this one, and it actually gives you a good graveyard effect. And when you draw it, it's not as bad because it stops your Life Twins from getting Veilered or Impermed or Ashed or even Maxied, right? Like in the OCG or Master Duel, right? Like you normal summon a Life Twin, your opponent Maxies. Lila Suite is just basically a Called by the Grave, which is pretty good. That is pretty good. It protects your small Life Twins if you draw it, so it's a good card. But here's the real. I just said that without even. I forgot what its name was, but I was about to say here's the real deal, and it was going to be a cringe thing. No, yeah. Here's what it's really about. Evil Twin Kissy Kill deal. All right, link 1. 1 Kissy Kill monster. You can only link summon Evil Twin Kissy Kill deal once per turn. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. You can send a Lila monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Apply this effect for the rest of the turn. Each time your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your Kissy Kill or Lila monster effect, draw a card. Now, okay, so here are the stages that I went through when I talked about this card with some friends. All right. So I read it. The first someone posted the link to it and was like, "Have you guys seen this?" So I go look at it. I read the card and I'm like, "Why is this so crazy?" Like, because I see it. Like the way I read it is like it's a good card because you just turn your Kissy Kill before you link into the link 2. You just turn your Kissy Kill into this, and you get a free send for a Lila monster, which you can send this one for free, which means there's basically another free body, like 1 extra body later in the combo. Or you can also send the Evil Twins Lila and Kissy Kill from your extra deck, the link 4, for a send from the field, right? That has a good graveyard effect. But overall, I didn't understand why people said this card was so crazy. Right? Like I didn't really understand why it was so hyped until someone pointed to me and said, "Hey, this thing is a light fiend." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I did not realize that's why it's so busted." So what you do, all right? What you do is you go normal summon one of the Life Twins, summon the other one, you make the link 1. You use the link 1's effect to get a free send. I don't know what you send. Either you send this one or you send the one from the extra deck, the link 4. And then you have Kissy Kill. You have the Kissy Kill link monster, and you have the Evil Twin, the other Life Twin, the Lila. Before you go into your link 2 Evil Twins, you just go Fiendsmith combo, and on top of the Life Twins. broken that you can do that. That is very, very good. Now, the only thing that I guess remains to be seen is what exactly happens with the Fiendsmith engine when we get those cards, because it's these cards are a couple months down the line. But like, if these cards existed right now, we would not be playing Magical Musketeers in Fiendsmith. We would not be playing Kashtira cards probably in Fiendsmith. We would just be playing Life Twin Fiendsmith right now. That is what we would be doing, and that would be crazy. The only thing about that deck that would be like genuinely horrible is Huvalos would murder it. Huvalos murders Life Twins. All right, I just want to put that out there. All right, like if you normal summon a Life Twin and you get Huvalos, it's over. Like, you're not doing anything meaningful, like, because all of those plays, the Life Twin and the Fiendsmith plays, they just require too many extra deck summons or summons from deck. Like, it's just not happening. But you can. This card can negate Huvalos if you play 3 and you start with Life Twin, they Huvalos. But what do you do then if you get Huvalos in draw phase? Like, if this card exists, right? That's the thing you have to realize. If this card exists and people know it exists, then people are just gonna Huvalos or Maxi you in draw phase. At least game 2 and 3. Maybe not game 1, but game 2 and 3, you're gonna get Huvalos in draw phase. So, like, you know. But these cards are very good. These cards are very good. But overall, still, I don't think this is too broken of support. I still think it's being overrated a little bit. Wow. Cyber Dragon support is also in Alliance Insight. Alliance Insight just has a bunch of really nostalgic support. So we have Cyber Jormungandr, which is a light machine, level 5. Has the reverse stats of Cyber Dragon, I think, 1021. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then take a Cyber Dragon from your deck and either special summon it or equip it to this card. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except machines. You can return a Cyber Dragon you control to the hand, add a polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So the idea with this thing is you're trying to go second, which I don't even know, is Cyber Dragon at the moment still a blind second deck? Because I haven't played against it in so long. Do they go first now, or do they go second still? Okay, I'm getting mixed responses right now, but all right. It can go first, but it still likes to go second. It's the overall vibe I'm getting. All right, in a concept where you still choose second, this is a pretty good card, right? Because it's pretty low commitment. You just like start with summoning it, and then you get a free Cyber Dragon and the free polymerization, because that's the idea here, is you're supposed to put a Cyber Dragon onto the field, either as a summon or equip, and then return it to the hand to also get the poly. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if having to put polymerization in your Cyber Dragon deck is a bonus or a negative, because I don't think they were playing that card, right? They were using other ways to fusion summon, but they weren't really running poly. I don't know if that is something that you would even want to do, which is kind of weird. But all right. We have Cyber Dark Worm. Dark Machine, level 5. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per duel. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon when all the field are in the graveyard. If this card is in your hand or grave and you have another machine cyber monster on your field or in your grave, you can send a Cyber Dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card, then you can add a Cyber Spell Trap from your graveyard to your hand. Now, this card's just broken. This card is just beyond ridiculous. This is circular. This is circular, but it also comes back from the graveyard. Why once per duel though? Because it's freaking broken. First of all, all right? I think a once per duel restriction is kind of cringe anyways. If you're like, I don't think it's a good justification to make a card giga broken. You're like, oh, we'll make it giga broken, but at least it's once per duel. Bro, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels often only have one turn. That's not a good justification to make the card broken anyways. The only good thing about this, in my opinion, in terms of balancing, is that it's not a starter, right? Like, you have to have another machine cyber monster on your field or graveyard to use it. That isn't much of a cost, though, because you're going to be playing a lot of those, right? But I think I would have really liked if this restriction, also you can't special summon for the rest of this turn except machine monsters, this restriction needed to be on this card. And it would have still been phenomenal Cyber Dragon support. In my opinion, this is incredibly dangerous to not put that restriction on this one, because this is the way more powerful card. Why does this one have that restriction? It's only good going second, and what it does is arguably even fine. Like, this thing is just like okay. Why does this have the restriction? Why not? This one is busted. Anyways, I don't know, it's probably okay, but like, still, when I read this one, I was like, it's a crazy decision to make these two cards and be like, the restriction should be on this one because I said so. Like, it makes no sense, but I guess it's fine. You guys let me know if you think. I'm noticing that we're getting like more minimal support here. Like, it's for each of these archetypes, it's only been like 2 cards. Like for Eldritch, for Life Twin, and for Cyber Dragon. These are all the tactical tridecks, right? Like, they're trying to give support to the people that have started or picked the game up again with like there was a Life Twin deck, there was a Cyber Dragon deck, I'm pretty sure. There might also, I think Eldritch was also one of them, right? Is there any other tactical tries? Was it 3? They revealed new Argo Star cards. Okay, we'll look at those later. It was just those 3? Okay, yeah. All right. And that's all the new cards. I guess we have new Argo Stars to look at in a second. As soon as they're like translated, they're not on YG organization yet. But what they have done is something that I wanted to bring it up. It's not new cards per se, but there has been an announcement towards a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series. As we've been hoping with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game Chronicles. So we're just gonna watch the announcement real quick. Special announcement. Oh. I mean, we have seen this part before. I love that music. All right, in 2025, the story behind those cards comes to life. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game The Chronicles, promotional short anime series. New episode every month on the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG channel on YouTube starting April 2025. They're actually creating anime episodes for, I think they're starting with the Sky Striker lore and the Dogmatica lore. Like Dogmatica / Albaz, Springans, whatever. Very, very nice. Of course, we'll have to wait and see how exactly it turns out, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I know this is the coldest take out there because everyone's been saying that, so like I don't have to repeat it countless times, but like everyone has been wanting this to happen. As soon as they dropped those Card Game Chronicles video a while ago. So like we're getting that in 2025. So that is huge. And it also I saw an announcement earlier that this is also going to be the theme of the next booster set, right? Like Duelist Advance is the first core booster pack for fiscal year 2025. Duelist Advance will release on April 26th. This pack includes incredibly powerful new themes as well as new cards that power up existing themes, and will also include cards related to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game Chronicles, the promotional short anime series starting in April 2025. So the core booster set after Alliance Insight is gonna be related to this anime in some way, shape, or form. So I do think this is a big deal for Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, because I felt like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime was always essential to driving people towards the card game. For a good reason, the cards from like the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are still some of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards today, right? Like the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Dark Magician, and even the stuff from later, like GX, like Heroes and stuff. Like it's a huge deal for Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game, right? So I thought detaching the anime from the card game with Rush Duel wasn't very good for, like, I mean, Rush Duel is doing fine from what I'm hearing, but for the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG and TCG, I don't think it's good that there's no anime for it, right? Like that they've discontinued it. So I'm happy that we're getting an anime that is related to the card game again. And that's a very good thing. I'm very happy about that. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can find these, because they're not on YG Organization. The new what's it called? I forgot the archetype name already. The Argo Stars. There they are. Twitter reveal. Argo Stars. More support for Argo Stars. We have the text down here. Those are the images. 2 more Argo Stars cards. Now, Argo Stars has not done anything in the OCG so far. I thought it was an archetype that looked fun, but not very good. So I'm hoping for some good support here. We have Argo Stars Fierce Parthia, level 4 Earth Warrior effect monster. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they only had 1 monster beforehand, and that definitely was a problem. I think it was that archetype relying around continuous traps summoning themselves, right? And there was only 1 monster in it. So we get a second monster, level 4 Warrior. You can only use the first and third effect of cards with this card's name again. Of cards with this card's name once per turn. Quick effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, return a face-up Argo Stars continuous trap to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card. This card gains 700 attack and defense for each other Argo Stars monster you control with different names. You can banish this card from your field, set a continuous trap from your hand, and if you do, you can activate it the turn it was set. This sounds like a fun card to play with, because you can also dodge like removal on your continuous traps. Like if your opponent tries to destroy them, you can get them back to your hand, and then you can even reset them with her other effect from the field. Not bad. And then we have Argo Stars Giant Killing, quick play spell card. You can only use either the first or second effect of cards with this card's name per turn, and only 1 stat turn. Add an Argo Stars monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if you have a continuous trap in your monster zone or a continuous trap in your spell trap zone, with an effect to special summon itself as a monster, you can immediately normal summon a warrior. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave, then target 2 cards on the field, including an Argo Stars continuous trap, return them to the hand. Now, that card's phenomenal. That card is phenomenal, right? Like, it's Rhoda with great bonus effects. It's Rhoda, but it can also be double summon, and it can also, like, bounce opponent's monster. You can't use both effects on the same turn. I think that's important to point out. It's 1 or 2, but it is not both. But it's still pretty good. I think Argo Stars probably needed more than just 2 cards. But it's still it's good support, but I don't think it's enough. Is my first impression. The downside is it adds an Argo Star. A card that adds something from your deck to your hand is pretty good. However, yeah, you're adding an Argo Star. Fair enough. Yeah, that is a downside for sure. Yeah. No, in all honesty, though, I think these cards are good. It's just the question is always, is it enough for Argo Stars? And I don't know if that is the case here. Yeah. All right. So, doesn't the Ancient Fairy Trap count itself and the field spell as well for its negates? Let me check for you real quick. That would make it better, but that's not how I read it. I thought it said monsters, but we can double check. Oh, cards you control? No, it's monsters. It says up to the number of cards you control that are Ancient Fairy Dragon or monsters that mention it. The trap is not a monster that mentions it, and the field spell is also not a monster that mentions it. So no, this does not count for itself or the field spell. No. All right. And with that, I think we have all the important news covered from the last couple of days. A lot of news, honestly, a lot of exciting stuff, I would say. I'm specifically hyped about the Card Game Chronicles. I think that could be a big deal for the game. If like Yu-Gi-Oh lore becomes an anime, I think that could be a big deal for the game as a whole. Also in terms of like driving people into the game and all that kind of stuff, that could be potentially a very big deal. I like it a lot. Yeah. And then the new cards, there's also been a lot of exciting stuff. All right. All right. Now, next thing on the agenda is we're doing a try not to laugh in a moment, but before we start with that, I want to tell you guys about a stream that's happening in about 1.5 weeks. Because there's a relatively big tournament happening in Germany, which is called the Tournament of the Three Kings, or in German, Turnier der Heiligen Drei Könige, which has been a tradition for a couple of years now. They've been doing it, like even way back in the day, they've been hosting that tournament at the beginning of January. And this time, I'm gonna have the honor of casting it on my channel on January 4th is when it's gonna happen. And so I just wanted to tell you guys about it real quick. And also for all the Germans among us, or everyone else who lives close to Germany and is considering joining, it is also something I wanted to show you guys. So either you can either play in it, which there's a command for it, !HDK, because that is the name of the tournament for short. If you guys want to join, feel free to use the command and buy a ticket to the tournament. Or if you can't join, then you are all obviously invited to join me on a watch party on January 4th. The event starts at 10 a.m. Central European time. So we will be live the entire day, covering the entire tournament. So yeah. It is happening in Olsberg, Germany, which I think is in it's like somewhere Cologne, Dortmund region, so relatively central. And I just wanted to bring that up because I think it's going to be a good time. We're going to be casting it, and obviously, the more people attend, the more exciting it would be to cast it. So I'm trying to get as many people to know about the tournament as well. It used to be in, there was, I was at one iteration of the tournament in Berlin. It was in Berlin a while ago, but I think they chose a more central spot in Germany to appeal to more players, I think. There was also a time where it was in Hamburg, I think. I think it was also in Hamburg at some point, but I remember it being in Berlin sometimes as well. Yeah, this year it's going to be in Olsberg. So yeah, just look into it. If you're trying to participate, then get your tickets, and if you're trying to watch, then we'll be live on the 4th of January on this channel. So that's that. There's a command, HTK. Up, up, up. There you go. All right. That being said, let us go into the try not to laugh. I haven't done this before, so I'm excited to see what you guys have in store for me, because I haven't seen any of these yet. The goal is obviously to make me laugh. That's it. We're just trying to have a fun time. We're just trying to have a fun time, and you guys submitted some Yu-Gi-Oh related videos over on my Discord over the last couple of days, and we'll just see if you're successful at making me laugh. Now, the way this is set up is I have all the links in a Google Doc, and we're just gonna watch one after another and see if they're funny. I guess is how that goes. I guess that really is how that works, huh? I try not to laugh. All right. Let me just set this up. What do you think are decks for the future that are worth going for to craft? You mean in Master Duel? Right now? I think Chimera is not a bad one. Centurion is also gonna get new support. Yeah, I don't think. Let me say it that way. I think everything that isn't Tenpai is probably relatively fine. All right. Got the first one lined up. Let me see how this is better.
Shoot, I bricked. Pass. Draw! Wait. During your draw phase, I'll activate Mocharmy Floss.
Mochar, what? I can't read this.
Every time you summon from your deck or your extra deck, I draw one card.
Sure, that's fine.
With all these hand traps, there's no way I'm losing this turn.
I'll activate Dark Magic Curtain, paying half my life points to summon Dark Magician from my deck.
Okay, I'll draw a card.
Why couldn't I have gone Ash earlier?
Then I'll equip my Dark Magician with 3 Acts of Despair. Then I'll play Megamorph. And since my life points are lower than yours, my Dark Magician will double his attack.
8,000 attack Dark Magician. What is this, anime?
No attack for game!
Bro, what is happening to me? Why am I disappearing? He attacked me so hard I got sent to another dimension. No.
Okay. The way he said Moltrami Floss almost got me. The way he said Moltrami Floss is what almost had me. The situation wasn't that funny, but the way he said floss, that was not bad. That was not bad. All right, next one. Wait, this is an Instagram one. Am I being logged into Instagram? Hold up.
What do you do?
I do my best.
What the fuck is this thing?
I'm an anomalous.
What do you do?
I do my best.
That's okay, Animalocris. Your best is okay for me. All right, classic. I know this one. It's a good one, though. It's a good one. Bro, the first 4 links are just 4 different platforms. This one's a freaking TikTok. I don't even... Hold up. Why are you so quiet? What's on your mind? That's not funny. That's just a banger. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, not a Milano video. Not a Milano video. Bro, if they I'll say it. I'll tell you right now. My favorite Milano video is probably the one where like the Master Duel video with Sam and Triff in it. If that's in here, I lost. I cannot watch that video without laughing. Hold up.
Tour guide effect?
How many cards in there?
4.
Go ahead.
Probably agree, trigger dash.
Chain Emperor?
Shit. Man. Yeah. +1. Fuck. They're just funny, man. What am I supposed to do? Look up the Master Duel one. Okay, we'll watch the one. We'll watch my favorite one. Hold up. But that one does not count because it wasn't submitted. Okay, hold up. I will not even try not to laugh at it.
Dual sir.
Hold up.
You ready?
I'm prepared.
Duel sir, you ready? Alright, let's have a clean duel.
I'll go first.
Alright, let's get a clean duel right here. Good luck, dudes. Your opponent has drawn a card. Would you like to respond?
No, I'm good. Why are you
Alright, no, I'm just no.
Why are you exposing me then?
Alright, it is the draw phase. It's the end of the draw phase. Would you like to respond?
Bro, stop telling him I have Max C in my hand. What's wrong with you?
Would you like to respond?
Stop asking me. How do I toggle you off?
Okay.
How do I toggle you off, man? Holy.
Standby phase. Would you like to activate a card?
Yo, you're telling him I have Max C in my hand. Stop asking me, please.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
Stop asking.
Okay. Alright, main phase, go. Do your thing, man.
I activate Oracle of Zephyra.
Your opponent has activated a card or effect. Would you like to respond? Your opponent has passed priority. Would you like to respond?
I will not like to activate my maxi.
Alright, you may continue then. Alright.
I will add Zephyr Providence.
It is a resolution of an effect. Would you like to activate a card right now? Alright, let's continue. Alright.
I'm gonna normal summon DD Kepler.
Oh, no, it is you have scaled DD Kepler.
I put it on the normal summon. I can summon.
Yeah,
I
do understand.
Why would I scale this card?
Of course you're gonna normal summon it. I believe you did click this box here though. Sorry. This is the play. Would you like to respond with a card or effect onto his scaled DD7 Kepler?
I'm good with his display.
Would you like to respond to his resolution?
I don't want to activate my maxi.
You don't want to result. Okay, let's continue. All right, good guys. Let's have this duel. All right.
It's fine. It's okay because I have another normal summon in my hand. I'm gonna have normal summon perform boss card perpetual.
All right. Do you have a response to his activation of the scale?
I normal summoned it.
You.
I know. I literally clicked normal.
No, I think if I'm not mistaken, you dragged it on there. All right. Would you like to respond to the scale resolution? He passed priority. Would you like
I don't want to use my own maxi.
I can't maxi him. I can't.
I can't
Why?
summon.
I don't know if you want to respond.
It's a skill 8 skill check. I can't maxi.
That's my favorite Milano video, dude. It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh man. Link? Yeah, I'll link you. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah. Alright. Let's continue.
I play Pot of Greed, allowing me to draw 2 cards from my deck. I activate Big Robot Dragon, which will allow me to...
That's funny. That almost got me.
I play Pot of Greed, allowing me to...
I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Thank God I'm German, otherwise I would have laughed at that. Oh, is Instagram just unusable in the browser? Like, how can this be any smaller? Is this literally how it be? Using Instagram in the browser? Because I don't use Instagram usually, but like, is this how it is? I need to zoom in manually? It doesn't even get much bigger. And why is it muted all the time? Okay. Okay, I didn't laugh at the video. Oh my God, what is this? Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. All right, let's move on. Move on from this cursed whatever that was. Oh, I love him. That's not fair. That's not fair, man. He's the classic. All right.
So, all right. So we go to 2,000. How much you boy at? 28? No, 38. 38? Yeah. You played 2? I'm copying them. God. Ah! Ding, 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 ding. Okay, that just sits on the field for no reason.
We're good. We're good. We're good. If that was the long video of that, I don't think I can sit through that one. I had to focus very hard to not laugh at that one. This is a 12-minute video.
Fight me. One-on-one.
No. No, I don't think I will. Special ability activate. The art of dragon summoning.
Why are you making running rows?
Lose a coin toss in Yu-Gi-Oh right now would be like, no.
Huh? Jesse, we have to cook. The fuck? Oh my God. Oh, hell.
Dude, it's 12 minutes. I feel like we've gone through the first 90 seconds. I think it's fair to move on. Hey, what does he have to do with Yu-Gi-Oh? I've seen him before.
Looks like he's switching Jinzo to attack mode. Marvelous play which will send his opponent straight to the Shadow Realm where his soul will be tortured forever. Looks like he's switching Jinzo to attack mode. Marvelous play which will send his opponent straight to the Shadow Realm where his soul will be tortured forever. Looks like he's switching Jinzo to attack mode.
Okay. This is a Reddit clip, by the way. So we've ended on a Kaiser Coliseum with 2 monsters, a DPE, and a called by. So long story short, any Yu-Gi-Oh deck should beat this in like a heartbeat. Okay. Their hand was good.
It was nice while it lasted, Yugi, but with this next card, this duel is over. I activate the Flute of Summoning Dragons. With Lord of D on the field, I can special summon up to 2 dragon monsters from my hand. And I choose the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Not so fast, Kyber. I have a card of my own. I activate Multiply. I can special summon up to as many Kuribo tokens as I please, and I choose to summon an infinite amount!
Wait, no, you can't summon
But that's not all. For Kuribo is a noisy creature, and with an infinite amount of him, it gets infinitely louder! So much louder that it's too loud for the dragons to hear the Lord play his flute! Meaning you can't summon those dragons!
Alright, listen, Yugi, that's just bullshit, alright? That's not how the game works.
Well, you explain to me, Kyber. If they can't hear the flute, then how are you gonna summon
That's
them?
not... There was so much wrong with what you just said.
Play your next card, Kyber.
You know what? I will. You think that's gonna stop me, Yugi? Fine. I don't summon my Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand. But you know what I do? I activate Monster Reborn to special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon from my graveyard.
Foolish mistake, Kyber.
What?
It's in the name, Kyber. The dragon is not just brought back, he is reborn, completely without memory of his previous life.
What?
And as unfortunate as it is, Lord of D on the field is a very scary-looking guy.
What does that even mean?
Unlike my many Kuribos, who have uncertainty of who to trust, he will choose me. And so the Blue Eyes White Dragon will fight on my side of the...
That's not how any of this works, Yugi. You can't just make this up as you go along. There are rules and structures for this game. This isn't make-pretend, Yugi.
Kyber, I am using very sound logic.
You know what? Fine. Let's play it your way, Yugi. I attack with Lord of D.
You must forget, Kyber. I have your Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Ah, but you see, Yugi, the Lord of D is the Lord of all dragons. So the Blue Eyes White Dragon must obey his command.
I should have seen that coming. Fortunately, I did. For I have Big Shield Gardner in defense position.
I'm sure you know of Big Shield Gardner's peanut allergy.
His what?
Well, guess what Lord of D had for lunch today?
Well, you bet, Kyber. Big Shield Gardner gets on the back of Cannibal Turtle, launching him away from your Lord of D and his peanut breath.
Yeah, well, Lord of D got really, really high.
Peanut allergy got me
higher than the wall of infinite Kuribos.
Not unless he rides on the back of Blue Eyes White Dragon, which he
but
does.
But the reverse process also gave him a new fear of physical contact.
That's why Lord of D had a heart-to-heart talk to him and help him overcome his fears.
You can't do that.
Well, I did.
Oh, you did it. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's bullshit. It's not even fair. I can't even do it. I destroy the moon.
What moon? There is no moon.
Fuck you!
Yeah, it didn't make me laugh. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that I think is funny about that is that like some of this could have just happened in the anime. You know, like the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh actually has those moments where like bro is attacking the moon or something like that. That still it still didn't get me.
It's fun to stay at the Chandra DC. It's fun to stay at the Chandra DC. You can summon Chandra, you can summon Hydra, you can OTK anyone. It's fun to stay in the Chandra DC. Chandra DC. It's fun to stay at the Chandra DC. It's fun to.
What's funny about that? What is even remotely funny about that? All right, Fiendsmith engine in a nutshell.
Why are you guys slacking off?
Nani?
We have been doing nothing while some random ass fiend guy took our position as the best engine in the game.
We've lost that title since a long time ago along with that cat.
Release me, I'm only banned in one format, you cowards.
Well, whatever, I'm just gonna do something useful, like saving a defenseless little girl. Hello defenseless little girl, I am here to protect you from the threat of a yellow gorilla.
Hello good sir, are you interested in a therapy session by an oversized chicken?
Nani?
What a nice sacrifice. Wait, was that a yellow gorilla? Yellow gorillas reminded me of my ex-girlfriend. I am now very angry. Being angry is cringe. Let's just summon Beatrice instead. You are right.
Swoosh.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, my coffin is hungry. I need to feed it with a demon. Oh wow, my coffin exploded into a perfect second copy of myself. Now I can finally do the thing I've always wanted to do with myself. Arm wrestling.
Hello there, I have detected 5 summons in.
You know, a little bit more effort or a little bit less effort, and this one may have gotten me. That, like, yeah. This is another, I see another classic. All right, let's see if I can watch it without laughing. Oh, what was that? Oh, use the finger pistol in rock, paper, scissors. Wait, this is Ritual Beast? This is not one of the ones I've seen before, is it? Oh no, I have seen this one. I have seen this one. Good one. Good one. I've seen it before, though. Wait, him again?
This video was sponsored by Twitch.
Yuki, if you want your precious card back, you'll have to duel me. And if you lose, I get your soul.
I accept your challenge. It's time to duel.
Whoa, wait, did he say he gets his soul? Yeah, that's right. But don't do that, Why would you do that?
My grandfather gave me that card, Joey. It's precious to me. I just bought you a booster pack at Target one time. That card isn't special or anything.
You can buy a single of that card for like 50 cents on Amazon.
Don't worry. I believe in the heart of the cards. I won't lose.
And every time you lose life points, 50 buzzsaws will come closer and closer, and the loser will be hacked into pieces!
What the f***?
Are you crazy? What is this saw shit?
You're on.
And as time passes, your platform will be lowered into a pit of lava. The clock is ticking, Yugi.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Wait, Yug, are you getting off on the danger of the situation?
Maybe.
Oh, Yug.
Are you serious?
Oh,
don't kink shame me!
Twitch is doing a Yu-Gi-Oh marathon of all the episodes, and it's going on right now, and it ends. That one was much better than the other one. Also, gotta catch that marathon 7 years ago. Oh, there is one right now? That's funny.
In order to summon Slifer, the Sky Dragon!
You know how much I sacrificed?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Okay. Relinquish does reflect damage, guys. Tell everyone you know. The hell is this? Introducing Amazon Triff 3 years ago.
When it first arrived from Amazon, I didn't know what it was. What is it?
You'll see.
Is it for me?
It's for everyone. It's called Amazon Echo.
How's it going?
I'm just finishing up right now.
Oh, no.
Is it on?
Oh no.
Oh, it's always on.
Can it hear me right now?
Nope. It only hears you when you use the wake word we chose. Alexa.
Well, what does it do?
Alexa, what do you do?
Yo, I got banned from events, and here's how it went down. I did nothing wrong, man. I did nothing wrong whatsoever. I got banned. I didn't even know I...
Awesome. Alexa, play rock music.
Alexa, stop.
Wait, I want to try. Alexa, what time is it?
I didn't stall for time.
You actually don't have to yell at it, okay? It uses far-field technology, so it can hear you from anywhere in the room.
So it can just hear you anywhere?
Yes. Well, everyone can hear you anyway.
Oh, is that where we're going to put it?
I was thinking of putting it there, but it works anywhere.
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of things.
It's on
all you have to do is ask.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
Bro, I got an amazing deal for you, man. Bro, best deal. Do my homework or I'll whoop your ass.
How can it know so much? It's so small.
Well, it updates using the cloud. That's also how it gets its answers.
Just read that off the box, huh?
Dad really likes the Echo just plugs in, so we never have to charge it. Plus, Echo's really good at keeping track of things like shopping and to-do lists.
Paper. Alexa, add wrapping paper to the shopping list.
This is fucking shit! Electromagnetic still
Alexa, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
7 negates, 6 negates.
Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
Bro, wait. I'm texting this girl.
Dad's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
What's up, everyone? I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Pen Bastak, baby. Today's
Alexa,
video,
alarm
you
off.
guys.
You gotta get up.
It's Saturday.
Alexa, what day is it?
Listen, everyone. It's Banlist time. Let's go.
I'm up. Alexa, give me my flash news briefing.
Pen Bastak, baby. Let's go. Double Iris is back and ready to do vengeance on the whole matter.
What did the dog say
It
after
counts as
a
one.
long
At this
day?
point, I was not even trying anymore.
Today was rough. Get it? Get it?
Yeah, I get
it. Another one.
Alexa, tell me another joke.
Have you even kissed a girl before? You should probably play spin the bottle, not spin the wheel.
Sometimes Echo helps out when you least expect it.
Hey, Dad, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. C-A-N-T. Alexa, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Have you thought of maybe taking Ash's feet out of your mouth so you could complete a full sentence?
Good job.
Echo loves to play music and knows a lot of songs, and they always sound great.
Alexa, play my dance mix.
Alexa, stop.
Alexa, define annoying.
Let's go!
Example, my brother.
And with the companion app, you can access Echo from anywhere.
Well, how have I never seen that?
With
Holy
everything
shit.
Echo can
Okay.
do.
That was good. That was impossible. I was never... How was I going to sit through 3 minutes of that? That's not fair. Alright, calm down. Yu-Gi-Oh! Player plays chess.
Okay, so I'm going to move these 3 pawns here, which will allow me then to sacrifice them in place of my rook. And I'm going to move him here, and then I'm going to switch him with my bishop. And then I'm going to activate my queen's special effect, which allows me to bring my king over to this side, allowing me then to take my other knight and bring it over here, and that's checkmate, and I win. That's not how this game works. We have to take turns. Turns? Okay, so I'm going to move...
Not wrong. Not wrong. Bro, this is a Facebook reel next. Am I seeing this right? How does one open a Facebook reel? That's it? Alright, Facebook. Alright then. These are long. You submit 9-minute videos? Can you please link the Tenpai duel meme? I can send you the link later. Remind me when we're done. I can go find the link for you. This one is worth it? Alright, sure. What 2024 experience?
See what we got here.
Rejoice, all Watt players. We have a new support.
Oh, yeah!
Nah!
And it still holds true that every single time you make a bad deck and you make a video for it, the first win is always against Sword Soul. I'm just saying, if the first replay is against Sword Soul, that's a red flag. I'm sorry, Sword Soul duelists. That's just how it works.
Take a look.
Damn, Daniel!
I'm gonna teach you, old man.
Shut up! Ah!
Now, we have nothing left. All that remains is to lock in.
Special ability activated. Direct attack barrage.
Surprise, motherfucker! Oh my god! Nano machine, son!
Why are you running?
Huh?
Why did they chain prep to a Rise Heart to Duster?
Damn, Jimmy. This is pot of greed, huh?
Now silence better sheep. A giraffe is talking.
Always count to 4.
Hands up!
Fight!
It's not you. It's us.
Double Nibiru no Jutsu.
No, not again.
Finish him!
You bastard! Hold up.
Remember now.
あの野郎、まだこんな力を残してやがったのか。
Oh!
Baba.
Yeah, this is the
Nope. Nope.
Well, how often are we summoning Hip Hip Hoshingen?
That's too easy! Ah!
Oh!
You look stunning.
Oh, really?
Fuck you.
Freaking luminous spark.
Fight!
Loosed it.
Ooh.
It's just you're using 4 cards. You're not even killing them. It's worse than one
This
Chandra.
continuous spell will prevent your opponent's monsters from being activated while in the same column as a Watt monster or this card upon summoning. So,
Huh? Yo, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my
Bro, stop summoning in that column.
Here I come.
No.
It's very well made. Alright. Didn't get me, but it was well made. It was well made. I'll give him that. It's just the whole time. Maybe I would have laughed if I wasn't so focused on how much worse it is than Tenpai. Like the duelist in me just couldn't stop thinking like about how the opponent's misplayed and all that. So who is this in 50 years?
Agari. Agari.
All right, that's wholesome. Oh no! Oh no! I can't beat this one. I don't think I can beat this one. I'll try my best, but I don't think I can get through this one.
Stand by main. You think I play shifter? I'm here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Jack, not solitaire. Special unicorn? Oh, here we go. What? Bullshit, no skill combo deck. Show me that extra. Show me that extra. Joe, what the hell is this? What's it look like, Jack? It's Tearlament. Oh no, Sleepy Joe, what are you doing? I'm playing Tearlament. What's it look like? What are you, a Redditor? You're coping. I'm not coping. You're coping. You're totally coping in a big way. Look at this. Cherubini, You're playing Cherubini?
For King of the Swamp.
King of the Swamp, I know. I'm sub to pack. Joe, you're
Just
out
play
of
the
touch.
game.
This deck's as old as you are.
Judge, my opponent's slow playing.
Calm down. I'm taking Rukalos.
Absolute worst choice. If you're playing bullshit zone lock turbo, you can at least know what you're doing.
I know enough not to enter a tournament with a deck that looks like Gage's plant ruler list.
Oh, of course you watch progression. You know skill, dumb YouTube commenter, idiot.
I'm taking all your spell zones. Every
Take them. I don't need them.
Go.
End of main, dumbass.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, nice deck.
Spent
idiot.
all match complaining and had the rock
deck
in
is
hand.
bullshit.
Completely
It's bad.
saw through
It's
that
a bad
bluff,
deck,
by the
but
way.
it's still
Did
bullshit.
Hillary teach you
Skill
that
issue.
one, you liar?
Game 2?
Yeah, game 2. Stand by main.
You think
Ooh.
You have fought well, Kaiba. But with this attack, I claim my victory!
Is this the same one from earlier?
Attack his boss raider!
This duel isn't over yet, Yugi. I activate my trap card, Metal Morph. This card increases his attack and defense by 300. Then
That
it
more
also
or less.
is what?
Does it have more or less attack than Dark Magician?
Does it? Well, yeah, it has less, but that's
I
win! No. Listen, my monster gains half the attack of any attacking monster.
How much is that?
Well, it's half of Dark Magician's attack. So, half of 2,500.
I see. How much is that?
Yugi, it's... are you fucking with me?
Curse you, Kaiba! You knew my attack was an odd number, which is impossible to split even sweet mother of Ra! How did you know?
Yugi, they teach this kind of thing in school. It's just simple division.
I believe they were just getting into multiplication when we left for Duelist Kingdom.
Well, didn't you just ask them to fill you in when you got back?
Got back.
Yugi, you never went back to school?
Well, according to the Dean, going to an unmarked island to save your grandpa's soul from a lunatic millionaire only excuses up to 3 days of absence.
Yugi, you gotta focus on your education. I mean, what are you gonna do after this?
What do you mean after? This is it.
What? Yugi, you can't live off of card games.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
you can.
If I keep winning tournaments, I'll be fine.
Yugi, winning a tournament gets you like, what, $300 in a booster pack?
And I'll never have to pay for cards again. I'm
Actually,
set.
24
Okay, but what are you
booster
gonna do
pack?
about food, rent?
That's where you're wrong, Kaiba. I have Yugi's grandpa for that.
Okay, ignoring the fact that you suspiciously refer to yourself in the third person, you gotta think of the long term, Yugi. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but Grandpa's getting old. Where are you gonna live when he's dead?
I simply won't leave.
Oh, yeah? Well, what if the banks get involved?
I'll challenge them to a duel.
And if they bring the police?
I'll challenge the police to a duel, too.
Yugi, you idiot. The police run meta.
No way.
I'm afraid it's true, Yugi. Link monsters, hand traps, all kinds of goofy shit.
No. It cannot be. You're right, Kaiba.
The police run meta
My
almost
life
got
is
me.
a mess. All this time, I thought I was doing the right thing, but I need to get my life in order. And until I do, this will be my final duel. Kaiba, thank you for setting me in the right direction. As a token of my gratitude, I will concede this duel. Only if you will return the favor. Only so that our final duel will be a draw, and we can pick up where we left off in better days.
You know, Yugi, normally I would scoff at the idea of surrendering, especially to someone like you. But you know what? Today I think I learned that it's not always about winning, being there for others. That's the real prize.
That's wonderful to hear, Kaiba. I believe I learned something myself today.
Yeah? What's that?
Today, I learned I'd rather die a broke bitch than lose to you, Kaiba.
What?
I win!
What? All the underhanded
game!
You sick son of a bitch, Yugi! You will rue the day that you fooled me! Settle, Kaiba!
Well, what is this? You submitted a clip from my channel. I hope it's a banger. I wonder what's gonna happen. Better try not to laugh. Oh, banger. I don't know what this is, but it sounds dangerous. Nim name Running. Nim Nim runs from the cops. That sounds funny. Oh god.
Dan, didn't you say this was gonna be a good car trip already?
Gage.
Dude, man, learn how to drive, bro. Oh my god. Damn, look out!
Gage the Nim Nim and associates were caught after a short police chase, and his TCG bulk was seized by the United States government. He's currently serving a sentence of 3 formats plain hazy mirrors.
Okay. That was not as hard as I thought. What is this?
セット強欲で貪欲なツボをうまく使うコツは、これね、プレイングめちゃ出るんですよ。セットゴードン。まず、山札から5枚引くじゃないですか。よろしくお願いしますって言って、で、こう、って見て、これです。セットゴードンは。100点の動画があるんだよな。これはね、もうね、地球上で一番綺麗なセットゴードン。ちょっとだったら映してもいいか。世界のの華麗な技術を見てほしい、本当に。ここのやられたっていやー、これね、芸術点高いわ、マジで。これが世界一位のプレイです。仲間内だから許されるんですよ。懲役刑で罪に問われるそう。もう一個あるんだよな。セットゴードン VS メンコウララっていう動画があるんだけど。うららパーンって叩きつける速度速すぎてやばい。これ何回見ても笑う。仲間内でやりましょうね。こんな感じです。電気。
I don't get it. I'm afraid.
Special summon. Okay, personal pan Pizza Hut USA is 6 inches for personal.
That's super tiny. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That's miniature.
No.
Bro. That's like a bite.
USA Papa John's. Small is 10 inches.
Small is not personal. Pizza Hut has large, medium, small, personal.
10 inches medium here. 10 inches medium.
Man, you guys got big cocks.
That was the most un-DZ thing I've heard ever.
Bro, what the
Please end.
Oh, I'm
what
so
is
sorry.
this fucking... This is a Yu-Gi-Oh show, right?
Special summon. Okay.
Easy deleted tweets, yeah. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel experience. Right, we've got 2 more. 2 more. Oh no. Oh no. Nah. Okay. Okay. I don't even know if I'm gonna try to not laugh at that one. I might just go and laugh at it from the beginning because, like, it's gonna happen. Look, you and me know it's gonna happen anyways. All right, like it's gonna happen anyways, and I might as well like. No, actually, I'll try. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I'm stronger than I think I am. It's just too good, man. Where do I submit? It was over the last couple of days.
Contingency plan code,
document.
Millennium. Subject, Yugi Muto, Yami Yugi. Yugi Muto, a seemingly ordinary teenager with a passion for the game Duel Monsters, harbors a secret that sets him apart from all adversaries I've faced. He shares his body with the soul of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh, Yami Yugi, or Atum. This unique partnership grants him not only unrivaled skill in Duel Monsters, but access to mystic powers and wisdom spanning millennia. Yugi's journey began with the Millennium Puzzle, an ancient Egyptian artifact he assembled, unknowingly binding his fate with the pharaoh's soul. This fusion did more than just enhance his gaming prowess. It unlocked the door to potent magic, primarily manifesting through the Shadow Games, where the stakes transcend mere victory or defeat, touching upon the realm of one's very essence. Yami Yugi, the spirit within, is no mere card player. He wields powers that can alter reality, manipulate odds, and even peer into an opponent's soul, understanding their deepest fears and desires. Their most iconic ability, however, revolves around the heart of the cards, a belief that they can draw the exact card needed at the pivotal moment, often turning the tide of duels that seemed lost. The first step in devising a strategy against Yugi and Yami Yugi involves a surprise attack. Contrary to the honorable duels they encounter, I don't play by the rules of duelists. Yugi Muto, for all his skills and mystical powers, remains bound by the physical realm in his human form. A well-placed roundhouse kick will serve as the first disorienting blow. Confusion is a tool, as effective as any utility belt gadget. Smoke pellets will further cloud his judgment, obscuring his vision and muddling his senses, setting the stage for what comes next. I'll close the distance rapidly, using the cover of smoke to mask my approach. Then a swift palm strike to the solar plexus will be launched to momentarily wind him, disrupting his ability to counterattack or summon any mystical defenses. This will be followed by a controlled elbow strike to the base of the neck, targeting the cervical nerve plexus to induce temporary paralysis and disorientation. As he struggles to regain his senses, I'll employ a judo throw, utilizing his own momentum against him to bring him to the ground. And once on the ground, I will apply a pressure point hold, immobilizing him without causing damage. Throughout this engagement, my moves will be fluid, each transition seamless, leaving no opening for a counterattack. Furthermore, an essential element of my confidence against Yami Yugi lies in understanding the rules and limitations governing his abilities. The darker aspects of his power, including the invocation of a shadow game or the imposition of a penalty game, hinge on a foundational principle: consent and challenge. Yami's most formidable powers are constrained by this principle, only coming into play against those who willingly step into the arena of challenge. This knowledge forms the cornerstone of my approach. By not engaging in their game, by not accepting the challenge Yami Yugi presents, I effectively shield myself from the mystical coercions at his disposal. It's a loophole in the fabric of his powers, one that I intend to exploit fully. However, should Yugi or Yami Yugi still manage to maneuver us into a mystical battle of cards, I'm prepared. My resources have allowed me to acquire an arsenal of the most potent cards available: Cosmo Queen, Dark Sage, and not one, but 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. While summoning the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon might heat up the battlefield, my true strategy lies in endurance and distraction. I understand the heart of the cards, a concept as absurd as it is dangerous, hinting at a reality-bending force that always sways the duel in Yugi's favor. Thus, my aim isn't victory through traditional means. Instead, I plan to draw out the battle, laying my cards with patience and precision, all while a hidden array of gadgets releases a sleeping gas, undetectable yet potent.
All right. Yo, Nesh, thank you for the 5. Appreciate you. Also, Gamer Rap, Valorant, Rough Life, and Chris, thank you for the subs. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, all right. There are tons of new posts on the channel. I see. Okay. Sure. Let me open some of those as well.
Oh no!
Okay.
He's taking over the stream!
What the? No, it's Nocturne!
What are you doing here?
Oh man, I just can't believe Nocturne is actually
There's no way
I'm at a
the
loss for
audio
words.
is not
Nocturne, the Shadow
working.
Duelist, has, I guess, joined the broadcast. Nocturne, was all that static that was happening,
There's
was that
no
you?
way the audio isn't working.
just so ominous. Just
I guess so. I guess it was. Nocturne, if you can hear us right now, why are you doing all of this? Why did you bring us all here today?
muted.
There's no audio.
I'm not sure if we're able to hear that right now on the stream, but I believe Nocturne is trying to communicate with us, and the glitching is still happening.
That's funny.
Let the man talk. Let the man talk. Let me see.
No. We have nothing to lose. We're gonna try our very best. If they win, they also very much deserve it, as much as they deserved it last year. And
Oh, why it's going for this political speech? I hate political speech. Just say that you're gonna shit on them. Just say that you're gonna defecate on them. Just stop with this political shit. The best is gonna win. Oh, with the friends we made along the way. Oh my God, they are so good at the game. I hope they win too. We have nothing to lose. You say you have to be confident. You need to say that you're gonna shit on them. Where is the fight? Where is the emotion?
Yeah, imagine gonna be like,
Yo,
yeah.
Bro, this is the calmest Nesh clip I've ever seen. That's crazy. All right, guys, that was fun. That was a fun little session. I feel like some of you guys need to understand more of how humor works. But I guess that's fine. We did laugh a couple times, and for some videos, I had to try real hard not to laugh. So that was fun. I mean, yeah. Now you're just posting everything in the channel. I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, I know this one is crazy.
Even if you can't really do too much, you can almost always get to Phantom. We are going to see a Max C on the Spirit. That's going to hurt.
Oh, the thumbs up at the end is the best part. Oh man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. The 10-pair link? Yeah, hold up. It's in the Discord somewhere. I gotta find it for you. Bup, 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 bup. All right. Now, you get the Christmas music back in here. Now we're gonna do two separate giveaways essentially, because we have on the one hand stuff that I want to give away to you guys, and then we also have the cloud card grading graded Joshua Schmidt signature collection, the first wave of the giveaway as well. So now is the point in time where we give away to the community a little bit, and you guys get to win some awesome things for being a very supportive and wholesome community throughout the year. So we will be giving away some things. The way it's gonna work. Hold up, I'll show you. I have a bunch of things in this bag. I'll show you each individual thing when it comes up, but there's a couple of very cool things in here. A lot of play mats, some sleeves, some deck boxes. We have card market vouchers as well, and all that good stuff. Most of it is stuff that I've won at tournaments at some point, and it's just been in my room forever, and so I figured, like, you know, instead of just going through all the hassle of selling it and all that, I could just give it away to my community. There's even some Worlds goodies in here. So like I'm giving away one of the Master Duel World Championship playmats, as well as I have a Rescue Rabbit plushie and all that kind of stuff. So I'll show you each individual thing as we go along. The way it's gonna work, I have little paper thingies. I have little papers in this where the price is written on them. All of the prices are written on them, and we'll just draw a winner, and then I'll draw a piece of paper to see what you want. That's how it's gonna work. I think it's 24 total, is what I prepared. You know, because Christmas, get it? So I think it's 24 total. Also, yeah. So the Time Wizard plushie is in here. We got that one at World. Rabbit is in here. World's deck boxes, all that good stuff. Also, I have two of the YCS Switch cases from some YCSs, and I still have those. Also some smaller things like the legendary decks too. I've got some Trap Tricks structure decks still left over from that. Some other playmats and all that kind of stuff, right? So there's some really good stuff in there. So we'll just hold up. So the way it's gonna work is we're gonna be using Nightbot for it. Also, thank you for all the subs right now. I just want to point out, you don't have to be subbed to take part in the giveaway. So in case anyone is just subscribing right now because of the giveaway, that's not how it works. I mean, I appreciate it, but being a subscriber is not required for the giveaway, and it also doesn't give you extra chances. It's for everyone. So just in case anyone was wondering, we're gonna use a Nightbot giveaway, and we're gonna make the keyword Merry Christmas. So all you have to do is type Merry Christmas in chat right now to be eligible. I think that's how it works. Hold up. Reset. Now. Yeah. Now. Yeah. Everyone who's writing Merry Christmas will be entered, and we'll be drawing 24 winners one at a time. And once that's done, we're also gonna do the graded cards from Cloud Card Grading as well after that. But yeah, I'll give you guys a couple of like a minute or two to spam Merry Christmas. You only have to do it once to be entered for the giveaway. Doing it multiple times doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form. And then we'll draw 24 winners for the prizes. I'll also for everything I'm shipping, I also have some sleeves in here. They're packs of 15 of OCG sleeves, different ones, like the Engage ones or the Black Rose Dragon ones. This is some leftover stuff that I still have from previous cooperations. So to every package, I'll throw in some extra extra sleeves. The only exceptions is the card market vouchers, because those I'm not sending via the mail. I'm just sending you a code. So those won't come with the sleeve because, you know, there's no shipment. But yeah. Is it EU only? It is not EU only. Even though I'm I'm a little terrified of the shipping costs for like 24 packages containing playmats and stuff. It is worldwide. I want to make it accessible for everyone, and I'll just I guess I'll cover the costs if it's anywhere else as well. All right. All right, good. So what I'll do is I'll draw the first name now. You guys can keep entering for future prizes. We'll use the same keyword for all of them. So just so it doesn't take forever, we'll just draw the first winner. All right, we'll draw the first winner, and then we'll proceed for all the packages. I also have to hold up. I have a list somewhere of all the prizes, so I have to mark off what's already been won and by who. All right, so the first one is going to be Green Goes. Green Goes, and Green Goes will win. Hold up. Green Goes will win the Black Luster Soldier deck box. All right, hold up. That is... I'll show you. That is this one. And I won this one at the 2022 European Championship. It was an exclusive prize for, I think, top 64. I don't know how much it is, but it is rather rare. So I'll write you down for that one. The way it's gonna work, is whoever wins in any of these, I'll write down your name. I'll write down your name right now for the Black Luster Soldier deck box, and you guys hit me up on Twitch. Is the easiest way for me. You guys sent me a message on Twitch so I can figure out where to send that stuff to. And the only thing is, because it's 24 packages and because it is Christmas time, it's gonna take a while for that stuff to get to you. All right, like it's gonna take a couple of days for us to package everything and get it shipped. It might end up being like the new year or whatever, but yeah. That thing is 750 on Card Market. I told you there was good prizes in here. I don't think it's 750. It might just be an issue if there's only one on Card Market or something like that. But like genuinely, the things here, it's good stuff. All right. So let me write down the name for that one. Black Luster deck box Green. All right. Hope you enjoy your deck box. All right. Next up. We have Rainy Chiru. Rainy Chiru is our second winner, and you will win. I have to switch between thingies every time. The Ultimate Slayer Judge Mat from 2023. This one. This one has a cool story attached to it because this is actually one that I haven't won. This is one that a judge gave to me at YCS Anaheim because he said he wanted to give something to my community for Christmas. And he asked me if I would take it and give it away to my community. So that was very nice of him. So shout outs to you. And I hope I hope you will enjoy the Ultimate Slayer Judge Mat, and Merry Christmas to you. All right. That is that. Let me write down your name for it. Where is it? Ultimate Slayer. There we go. All right, there we go. Next one. Dark 7 Phoenix Fort Chill will receive the Time Wizard plush. This little fella. This little fella. All right. Time Wizard plush. Dark 7 Phoenix Fort Chill. All right. Noted. Next one. Daz Vi underscore will receive we're giving two plushies away back to back. The Rescue Rabbit plushie. There he goes. That's for you. That down. Bro, I'm pulling all the bangers right away. Well, I mean, there's still good stuff. Up. All right, plushie's gone. Up. Next up, Spectress underscore 0099 is going to win. Side one. A structure deck, Beware of Trap Tricks. That's not one of the smaller ones, but I still hope you enjoy it. Let me write your name down for that one. Spectress. Go. Next up, we have 53 Yagoo's 53, who will receive a €20 cart market coupon. We have like 5 of those, I think. That once again, shout outs to Cart Market for providing these. All of the other prices are from myself, basically, with the only exception from the Ultimate Slayer playmat and the Cart Market vouchers. Those are from Cart Market, and the Judge playmat was from one of the judges at YCS Anaheim. So yeah, €20 Cart Market coupon to you. I will write you down for that. And then next up, we will have Snex underscore DXC receiving one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Nintendo Switch cases that are part of the YCS pricing. So the YCS Nintendo Switch cases. I think they're pretty cool. I would have kept one, but I already have a Switch case, or I already had a Switch case when I won these, but I think they're pretty dope. So one of those. Right, name is written down. Aver Twitch user is our next winner. Put this aside. Who will receive the second structure deck, Beware of Trap Tricks, that we have. Here you go. Okay. We have Fuzzy Owlet, who is going to get The 2024 Worlds deck box. This one. This one, I think this one's very cool. It's just, I don't use it, so I think it'd be a shame for it to not be used at all. So I'll give it away. Where is it? Worlds. Aussie Owlet. All right. We have Z Zeta. With another quick and easy 20 euro cart market coupon. Then we have X Zane. With a set of various card sleeves, which are also from here. We have these OCG sleeves. We have these OCG Pokemon sleeves. As well as two other OCG sets of OCG sleeves from the Duelist Royale. So a bunch of OCG sleeves for you. Let me write that down. Next up, we've got Distira A. With a Pokemon Regional playmat. This one I obtained at a Pokemon Regional a while ago. It's a Regiolecki mat. So I hope you'll like it. Put that aside. Write your name down. WTF, I won. How is he going to send it to Indonesia? You know what? Maybe you think about that before entering, but I'll find a way. I guess I'll see how much shipping is, but I'll cover it. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. We have Foca LP Games, who is going to receive a number 39 Utopia oversized card. Now this, I have actually no idea what the value on this is. I'll show you, hold up. It's this one. And I've received this one at Worlds in 2012. The first time I went to Worlds, this was part of our competitor bag. I think it's pretty cool, but I don't have a use for it, and I have like no idea what it's 12 years old. The back of it just has like, I don't know, the rules of the game on it. I don't know. It's cool. All right, so I'll write you down for that. All right, there's that. Close this thing up. Next, we have AG0EN. Winning the Vanquish Soul WCQ playmat. There you go. I think that was our Nationals participation mat this year, if I remember correctly. Oh. Soul. We have Grax910, who is going to receive a Master Duel Challenger Cup playmat. This one. It's this one. One's also pretty clean. It's got the Master Duel Challenger Cup logo on it. Wait, my cam froze. Okay, now it's back. There you go. Yeah, I'm running out of space on my desk to put all these things away. Hold up. We've got otaku_4520. With a quarter century celebration UDS mat. I didn't know what else to call it. But this is the one. I got this one for taking part in the 25th anniversary celebration event or whatever. Yeah. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Right. Put that away. Chat, how do I send a Twitch DM? I think you just click on the username and send the DM. All right. We have It's Ellie Maybe, who is going to receive another Cart Market coupon. All right. That is going to be written down as well. Congratulations. Then we have Brooke_414. Winning the Master Duel Exodia mat. It's more of a mouse pad, I think, because it doesn't have the same dimensions of a playmat, but it is still pretty dope. Yeah. It is it's more of a mouse pad. Yeah, it's just I called it Exodia, whatever, Matt. But yeah, you get it. All right, that is that marked off. Where is it in my list? Brooke 414. All right. Okay. Average Twitch user. I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't want. It's crazy that you won 2 times, but I did want 24 individuals. Okay, I'm hoping you're okay with that. I'm hoping you're okay with that. I didn't say that in advance because I didn't expect that to happen. But look, you know what? Because I didn't anticipate for that happening. I'll throw you another €20 cart market voucher your way. Okay, not from the box, but like I'll get you another one. All right, just so you get something for it. I'll write that down. Hold up. I'm in Vietnam. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. I'm sure you'll find plenty of people who will want a €20 cart market voucher, right? I'm pretty sure you can just find someone who wants it. All right, and then we've got WWHC underscore. With a 20. See, it would have been a cart market voucher anyways, all right? I feel like that's okay, you would have gotten a cart market voucher anyway, so it's fine, right? And you're getting that. You're getting that, all right? That's how, that's fair. That's fair. Also, WWHC also gets one. So now both of you get one. Isn't that nice? All right. Written down. And we have Bisky underscore. We have a couple of prices left, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, we also have the graded cards in a moment. We're doing those as well. So for Bisky underscore, we're drawing a Legendary Dex 2. That is this one. The Legendary Dex 2. All right. All right, next. TV underscore Shiva. TV underscore Shiva is going to receive the second Switch case. Right, I had 2 of them. This is the second one for you. Merry Christmas. And where's Switch here? TV underscore. All right, now there's 3 things left in here. I can quickly find out right now what's left. There is 1 more cart market voucher. There is a 2023 Nationals playmat, the Code Talker one. Protect Code Talker, I think it is. And, hold up. So the 3 things that are left is 1 cart market voucher, this playmat, and this one. Which is the Master Duel World Championship. It's not, this one is much bigger than a playmat, as you can tell. This is more like a desk mat. But this is the 2024 Master Duel World Championship. So this is probably the biggest prize in the thing. It's kind of cool that it's here almost all the way until the end. All right, so First one, we're gonna draw. It's Jamie I. It's Jamie. It's Jamie is going to receive the Code Talker playmat. This one. The Code Talker playmat. All right. Merry Christmas to you. Let me write down your name. Is it Code Talker playmat? Here we go. And then next up, you know what? To keep it more exciting, we're gonna do the cart market voucher next. Here, just to show you. One of them is 20 euro cart market, and one of them is Master Duel 2024 playmat. We're gonna do the cart market voucher first, and then the Master Duel mat after. We're gonna do the Master Duel mat as the 24th one because I think that's fitting. We'll do the most exciting one last. There's ads right now. Okay, I'll wait for the ads to finish. I'll wait for the ads to finish before we draw the winners of these two. They're like, I think it's a minute left. Ads are done. Are we ad free now? Everyone. Are the ad viewers back? I guess they can't tell me if they're not back. Yep, okay. What I said was the last two prizes are a 20 euro cart market coupon and the Master Duel playmat. I'm gonna do the cart market coupon first, and then we'll save the best for last between these two. So we're gonna do our first winner for the 20 euro cart market voucher is going to be Senior Stack 7. I'll write you down for the cart market voucher. Senior Stacks 7. And for the last prize, the Master Duel. Hold on, let me show it again. This one. For this one, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel World Championship 2024 desk mat, we're going to draw our final winner of the day. And it's going to be my Murmeki. I hope I didn't mispronounce that name. Congratulations. You have won the Master Duel 2024 mat. You write that down as well. All right. So once again, we're not done with the giveaways because we have some graded cards to give away in a second as well. We have some graded cards that you guys can win. But for now, that's gonna be it with my personal Christmas giveaway. I hope all of you guys enjoy your prizes. I'm sorry I can't give away something to every single one of you 2,400 people watching right now. But I was using this as a little bit of a, as an outlet to say thank you to all of you for supporting me throughout the entire year. You guys have been amazing. And instead of selling all these prizes, I've decided to just give it away to my community. So I hope whoever wins enjoys their prizes. Thank you for being the community that you are. All right, now we're not done. We are not done. We have another batch of things to give away from one of my cooperation partners, of course, which is cloud card grading. And it's been a while. This has been in the making for a little bit because we've been wanting to do this as a kickoff to our collaboration earlier this year, but it's just taken a little bit longer than anticipated. But what we've done, and you guys have taken part in this as well, what we've done with cloud card grading is we've picked a bunch of cards that were fitting as parts of the, like, as a Joshua Schmidt signature collection. And so I'm going to show you real quick what you guys can win. For each of these cards, there is 5 copies each. Wait, why is there no chat on the screen? Hold up. Each of these cards, there's only 5 each of them, and I'll show you what's special about them. So the first one I'm going to show you, I've removed the other ones from the packaging already. I wanted to show you guys the first one with the packaging, is yugioh, of course. And the cool thing about these is that they have my signature on them in the back, if you can't tell up here. And yeah, it's part of there's 20 different ones. Yeah, this one's it's graded a 9. There's 20 different ones, and each of them there's only 5 copies. So there's going to be 5 yugiohs and 5 of each of the others. I'll show you. So once again, shoutouts to Cloud Card Grading for providing me with these and being a sponsor of the channel. If you guys want to check out a more personal way to grade your cards, in case you're into that, make sure to type !CCG in chat right now and get yourself a graded card. They offer a ton of customization options, like changing the color of your case or changing the color of your label to make it more fitting to your cards. For this collection, I've chosen the Eco case, which is the case is out of a more sustainable, like, alternative to plastic. So I thought that was the coolest one to go with. And I'll just show you the 20 cards. The way it's going to work, like I said, there's 5 each of these. So there's essentially 5 sets. We're going to give away 1 set today. So we have 20 cards to give away. I'll show you each individual one in a bit. We're going to give away another set on the end of the year stream here on Twitch. I'm going to give away another set over on my YouTube channel. I'm going to give away 1 set over on my Twitter. And the 5th and last set is going to be given away on their Instagram, which I will send you guys the link to whenever it starts. Whenever they launch the giveaway for the last remaining set, I will let you guys know. But until then, like I said, 2 sets on my Twitch, 1 today, 1 on the end of the year stream, 1 on YouTube, so !YouTube if you don't want to miss that, 1 over on Twitter/X, which is it just happens to be my biggest, like, social media account next to Twitch or YouTube, so that's why we're doing that. And then the last one over on their Instagram. So the cards that are in this collection, there's a yugioh, there's a Runic Destruction. There's going to be more runics, don't worry. There's Snipe Hunter. And once again, you guys voted on these a while ago. So Snipe Hunter is in there. Sprite Blue. Naturia Sunflower. That damn smile is also in here. Tearlaman's Kit Kalos. Totally Awesome. Ronin Toden. Runic Freezing Curses. My favorite card, Colossal Fighter, also got voted in there. That was cool. We have Runic Slumber. 9.5 even. Well, some of these are 9.5s. I don't think we got a 10 in this batch. Yeah. We have Runic Dispelling. We have, obviously, Paleozoic Opabinia. We have Runic Smiting Storm. We have Insector Hornet, which is the weirdest one out of them all. I didn't really understand why Insector Hornet was voted by you guys, but it was in there. So we did Insector Hornet, but maybe it's because I played it at Worlds in 2012, but I don't know why Insector Hornet is here. Of course, we have Sky Striker Ace Ray. We have Engage as well. You also cannot have a Joshua Schmidt collection without Runic Fountain. And then Runic Tip. And Runic Flashing Fire. So those are the 20 cards that are part of this thing. Once again, huge shout outs to Cloud Card Grading. I think that's a very cool thing to be able to give away. I'll be giving away these 20 today. Then another 20 in the next end of year stream. And then, like I said, one more set on Twitter, one more on YouTube, and one more over on Cloud Card Grading's Instagram. Now, you guys, do me a favor, of course, sponsor of the channel, check them out if you're interested in them. They do have monthly specials, which I'll show you once we're done with giving away these. We'll just go one by one. Which one do you think is the best one? Which one should we save for last? Is it Fountain? Is it Fountain? Is it Ray? I don't know. Is it Toad? Which one's the coolest? I don't know. You know what? There's a bunch of different answers, but I think we just let's save the Fountain, the Ray, the Toad, and the Hugin for last, and the Opabinia. We'll do those 5 last. All right. Those 5 we'll do last. Yeah. All right. So for this one, I'll just do a new keyword. I'll do a new keyword. I'll have you submit. And then we'll just draw 20. Like, we'll just rapid fire it. We'll rapid fire it. Yeah. So, yeah, once again, you do a good look at these. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool cases. In case you guys want to look into grading your cards in a little bit more personal way or eco-friendly way as well, make sure to go exclamation mark CCG. And once again, Cloud Card Grading, they ship worldwide. And so this giveaway is also worldwide. So everyone can take part, as always with these giveaways. All right, so let me set a new keyword. Let me set a new keyword. The keyword shall be the keyword is going to be cloud. The keyword is going to be cloud. So just pick, just put cloud in the chat, and then you will be entered. And then we'll draw 20 winners for these awesome graded cards by Cloud Card Grading. So, yeah. So while you guys spam cloud, I'll just show you the thing a little bit. Got the thing. Got your label up here. The eco case is a little bit like, it's a little darker, but they also have options to pick different colors for it. Like, for example, I've showed this in the past, but you can put like, you can make the cloud, you can make the case blue or red and green, and they have more colored options. You can check it on their website. If you go exclamation mark CCG, you can check out the store, and you can customize the cards as you see fit. And then on the back, it has like it has the grades in here, the more subgrades for front and back. And then for that, this is only for this collection, but it has like my little personal signature in here. So yeah. All right. I think people had plenty of time to spam the word cloud at least once. I mean, you can keep spamming it. We'll just start drawing winners, and we'll just go from top to bottom. So the first one we're going to give away. Hold up. Let me do this. I've just put them all in one stack up here. So the first one we're going to do is Snipe Hunter, and then we're going to move our way down this entire stack of graded cards. All right. First one for the Snipe Hunter. Also, I need to write those down. Hold up. I do need to write those down. Snipe Hunter. For the Snipe Hunter, we have Mamad Tomad. You win one of the Snipe Hunters. One of 5 Snipe Hunters, to be exact. So that is the Snipe Hunter out of the way. Next up, we have Runic Smiting Storm. And Runic Smiting Storm is going to Sibbler. Smiting Storm is going to Sibbler. Next up, after the Runic Smiting Storm, we have Sprite Blue. And Sprite Blue is going to Yondaime. Sprite Blue for Yondaime. All right. Next up, after Sprite Blue, we have Runic Dispelling. Also, the grades on the cards that you might receive might differ because they are sending them, like, there's 5 copies, right? And like this one is just for me to showcase. So technically there's 6 copies, but they sent me 1 each, and they're gonna handle the shipping to you guys. So it might be it's gonna be a different copy of the card. So don't be confused if like here it's a 9, but you receive a 9.5 or something like that. Obviously, there's 5 different ones. So for the dispelling, we're gonna have Ape Man Paradise. Ape Man Paradise wins dispelling. Next up, we have Runic Slumber. And that is going to Clutch Dodgers. Clutch Dodgers gets a Runic Slumber. We've got Runic Freezing Curses next. And the Runic Freezing Curses is going to Riza Desu. Runic Destruction will go to Riven RH1. You will receive the Runic Destruction. Then we've got Ronin Toden. This is one of my favorites. Ronin Toden will go to Cadet CR. You will receive our signature Ronin Toden. And then we've got the random Insector Hornet that made it in there through the poll, which is going to go to Freaky IX. You will receive Hornet. There you go. Colossal Fighter, my favorite card, will go to Rampengu 92. Rampengu 92 will win Colossal Fighter. We got more Runics, where that came from. We've got Runic Flashing Fire going to Cyborg DXD. The Runic Tip. The Runic Tip will go to Roses_hat. Please don't use it to summon. All right? Please do not use the tip to summon. Please search with it. Elements Kitkalos. Elements Kitkalos will go to... You know what? Because you won, I'll say it. The Telements Kitkalos will go to These Nuts 369224. 36924. You did get me with that. All right, there you go. That's your Kitkalos. We have Sky Striker Mobilize Engage going to... What do I need to do? Everyone who wins, either in this giveaway or in the other one previously, if you won, please send me a DM on Twitch so I can figure out where to send it to. And then we'll work from there. But be aware that because it's a lot of prizes and there's Christmas holidays coming up, it'll be a couple of days or maybe a week until I will get around to like packaging all of it and shipping it out. It'll take a while. I hope you understand, but I will get it out to all of you guys. Just send me a message on Twitch. The engage will go to Roshupo. You will win the engage. Then we have that damn smile. We have Naturia Sunflower next. Also, I think it's very funny that that got in here. We have Naturia Sunflower. And that'll go to Danny X 1980. You win the smile. And then now we have the big guns left. Now we've got these 5 left. We got Opabinia, Hugin, Totally Awesome, Ray, and Fountain. These are definitely the best ones. All right. Opabinia goes to Sir David 1. Sir David 1 wins Opabinia. Next up, we've got Hugin. The Runic Wings going to Papa Rengo. You win the Hugin. Next one, we're doing Totally Awesome. And Totally Awesome will go to Yon Dame. I feel like you won something already for the other giveaway, but that's fine. It's just your lucky day. That's all right. Give it to someone else? Okay, if you insist. Very kind of you. All right, we'll re-roll the winner because they said give it to someone else. Giga Chat. All right. And that's Corwick 3. Corwick 3 for the... What was that? Hugin? Yeah, Hugin. Hugin goes to Corwick 3. All right, next up, we're doing Totally Awesome. Totally Awesome goes to Swanky Rabbit. Are Whispers what's considered a Twitch DM? Yes. Whispers, I think is what it's called. That was the Totally Awesome. Wait, did I mess up? I got confused by the thing. Did I give Toad to 2 people? You already did Toad? Okay, I'll who won the Toad? I guess I'll watch the VOD. I did Toad twice. Ah, damn it. Okay. That's no problem. I can just check the VOD, and if I gave away 2 Toads, it's fine, because I have an extra one. I have an extra one, because this set I was supposed to keep, but that's okay. I'll just ship the Toad to whoever. If I gave it away twice on accident, then I'll find both people and give it to them. But we definitely haven't done the Ray yet. We definitely have not done the Ray yet. So we'll do the Ray now. Sorry, it's a bit confusing rolling so many winners. All right, it's a little bit much, but I hope you still appreciate it, and I hope everyone gets their stuff and is happy with it. All right, so we have Ray next. Oh my God, yes. Ray goes to Ape Man Paradise. That's great. Why are we re-rolling the same people? All right, Ape Man Paradise. Do you insist on getting... Okay, you re-roll. All right, Giga Chat. All right. This is the way we're gonna do it. If there's a duplicate winner, if they decide to re-roll it, that's nice of them. But if not, I would feel bad denying them whatever they want. But okay, re-roll, Giga Chat. How? What are the odds, dude? Thank you, Rabbit. Can we re-roll the Ray, or do you want the Ray and the Toad? Because technically you have earned the Ray and the Toad. Re-roll the Ray. All right, re-roll the Ray, GigaChad. Like a Bird, 13.95. Okay, that one we haven't had yet. Good. Thank you, Swanky Rabbit. Enjoy your totally awesome. Ray goes to Like a Bird, 13.95. Okay. And then last but not least, we're doing the Runic Fountain. All right. The Runic Fountain will go to NH21. The first Runic Fountain, I should add, because there's going to be 4 more. NH21 wins the fountain. All right, you guys. That is all 20 of these taken care of. GG's, congratulations, and Merry Christmas to everyone who won. Also, Merry Christmas to everyone who didn't win. Once again, just because, of course, I want my sponsors to be happy with their sponsorship. If you guys are ever interested, if you ever think to yourself, man, that Runic Fountain is really cool. I wish I had a special card like that, but you weren't lucky enough to win it here. You can create these kind of memories for yourself by checking out Cloud Card Grading, !CCG. If you have any cards in mind that you would like to have graded, more for a personal use rather than just like the point of this is not to send cards just to increase their value, but rather to have cards that are special to yourself, and you pick the perfect case for them, and you pick like what color you want and what label you want, and just a card you want to keep, right? So if you have any cards in mind for that, check out Cloud Card Grading. They have some special offers this month, which I'm showing you real quick. They finally added on for Yu-Gi-Oh! I've told them a couple of times, hey, if I want to promote these, then it makes a lot of sense if you add Yu-Gi-Oh! Specials in there as well. Their offer is that right now, if you send in 6 cards minimum for Yu-Gi-Oh!, it'll be $14.99 each without customization. So customization would be on top. They also have offers for other card games, like for Pokemon, it's 8 card minimum with full customization this month. For Star Wars, it's 5 cards minimum with full customization. For One Piece, it is 3 cards minimum with full customization. So all kinds of different offers for different card games. So whatever floats your board. Weiss Schwartz, they have a faster offer this month for an estimated turnaround of 10 days. The regular estimated turnaround is 20 days, by the way. Usually a little bit less is what they've told me. The way all of these work is you go to, you order with the code December24. Just make sure to use the Z in December because it's the German word for it because they are from Germany. So you will send them the cards and they will check which offer applies to you and then invoice you accordingly. That's how it works. Yeah, if you want to check out their website, !CCG, you can also check out their customization options. And I really hope everyone who won one of these guys is happy with them and enjoys them. And once again, there is going to be more of these, 4 more sets to be precise. 1 more here on Twitch, 1 over on YouTube, 1 on Twitter/X, and 1 over on Cloud Card Grading's Instagram, which I will link whenever that giveaway starts over there. But you can also go ahead and check them out on Instagram already if you want to follow and be ready whenever it starts. If you don't want to miss it, just put Cloud Card Grading on Instagram, you'll find it. All right. So that was a little bit of a sponsored segment, but I was still very excited about getting these graded Joshua Schmidt signature cards out to all you guys. All right, so without further ado, I think that's gonna be it for today. Also, Valorant, thank you for the 5 gift subs, and Dragonfire, thank you for the 24 gift subs. Thank you for that Christmas present. I appreciate you guys. Everyone else who subscribed during today's stream, I was a little focused on getting all of this out of the way as smooth as possible. So if I didn't say anything to your sub, just know I appreciate you anyways. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Thank you for watching all the way through 2024. Thank you for following my competitive Yu-Gi-Oh journey, rooting for me along the way at tournaments and all that kind of stuff. It's been a great year. I hope you guys had a great year as well. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, however you choose to spend it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays. I'll be off for the next couple of days, but like I said, there will be an end of the year stream. And I might also just be live randomly if I feel like it throughout the next week at some points. I haven't really made a plan yet, but if I ever feel like streaming, there will be a stream. There's going to be definitely one end of the year stream. I'm thinking that's probably going to be on the 30th of December. I think I have time on that day. So I think that's when we're going to do like the end of the year, a little bit of a recap. We're going to have the end of the year discussion and survey responses and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, until then, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope everyone enjoys their presence, and yeah, that's all I had to say for today. So appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Bye bye. Peace.